Hello, folks.
Hello, everybody.
Liper hype.
Hi, I'm Liper.
I think you guys are peaking.
Oh no.
Too peaky.
There you go.
Let me know.
We can
Boom.
also adjust ourselves.
Kung Fu Fenris's ears.
My bad,
Sorry.
Kung Fu. That was on me for sure. I guarantee that was on me. Dun, 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 dun. I am
Rocky.
so happy to be here
Yeah.
with y'all's.
You're still peaking.
Back in,
We're still peaking.
it's just me, probably.
What is
eh?
happening?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
You're okay now.
Other people talk.
Yeah, you
Hello.
bet. Coming up. 1, 2, 3.
Hi. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
hi.
5.
Hi, everybody.
I think that should be okay.
Okay. Let us know if one of us is too loud.
Yeah, I took everybody.
John is quiet.
Quiet.
Or
I'm
no,
quiet.
John, possibly. Are you sure
I
your
don't know
mic?
if no, John.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
we're-
true. Kung Fu Fenris, that's why you got two, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Go be greedy
Kidneys.
now.
Hearts. That's why you got 2.
It's over here.
Because of course it is.
Welcome to
Oh.
Changeling
yeah.
TS.
Oh, down a bit. Down a bit.
Click.
Yep. There you go. Oh.
Oh,
nope, sorry.
resizing it.
There, you got it. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to Changeling TS Behind the Scenes. Changeling TS BTS.
Yep.
Changeling TS BTS?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going with?
Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
That's the hill we're going to die on? The stream schedule box on Twitch has the stream start time an hour late.
Maybe we set it in Eastern Standard and it's too stupid to adjust with us.
Is that?
Yay.
Technology.
Is everything
so
just gonna go
smart
wrong
until
so
it's
far?
Can't live with it.
dumb.
Yeah, I mean, you look great, John.
Yeah.
So that hasn't gone wrong.
It's
As
gone
do we,
very
obviously.
right.
Well, hello to all you fine folks out there.
Hi.
If I may, I'd love to shout out those folks who were here for Montreal Comic Con / hashtag PunchiCon 2018, 2K18, who may or may not be in the house. But thumbs up to all y'all, you know who you are. And thank you so much for being here, because we love you. We've been having a good weekend.
And special thanks to Crosshair, who sent me a big-ass poster, courtesy of Lowe, or care of Lowe. I will share a picture of it or a digital file of it or something, but it's just too big and I don't want to damage it. So
It is quite
Someone
large.
see it
quote
on the
that,
Twitters.
please.
Oh, God.
It's just too big. I don't want to damage it. It is quite large.
Happy. Happy.
Hello.
All right, so it assumed that when I put the time in originally, it's because I was in Austin. And now it is fixed.
Damn it, Twitch.
Rude.
Not in Austin anymore.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm out of the jacket. It's way too fucking hot.
Hey. He decided.
Right now.
He made the call, guys.
We'll see what happens when the temperature returns to a better level. But right now it's just way too fucking hot.
It's just huge. There it is.
Yay. Thanks, everyone.
It is beauteous, though, and I can't wait for y'all's to get at some point having an image tweeted or whatever. It's really wonderful. Yeah.
I think I got it close enough.
Shh, don't tell anyone. What else we got going on, guys? Yeah, we've had a good... It's a Montreal Comic Con weekend here in
Yeah.
It's been
Montreal.
so
which
much
has
fun.
been
It's
great.
been jam-packed.
But for those of you who aren't here with us, hi and welcome back, because I haven't seen you guys in a week. Y'all have
Yeah.
been lucky enough to be back
It's
on the
true.
stream in the past, few days.
That feels like a lifetime ago. And that was just Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
but it feels like
Actually.
so much has happened since then.
Oh my God, it's true.
Yikes.
Kung Fu Fighters, I can relate. Did metal shows in Thailand. All in
The
leather
jacket will
coats.
be back, but you get a nice plain old
Thailand
shirt
is
today.
like
That's
jungle temperatures.
that's what we've got.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Kaiser Omnic. It's nice to be here.
Yeah.
This is what
Hi,
you do,
guys.
Yeah, it isn't. Oh my God! Oh, I didn't paint my nails. I should have.
Oh
been
god,
red,
I need to like chip them away.
Oh, okay.
And,
Erwin,
like,
how
yeah.
can I be easy, breezy, and beautiful if I can't just toss my hair?
Cover girl.
That was a really good hair toss.
It's just like makeup.
When was the last time you saw easy, breezy, beautiful, and it was somebody who was bald?
What
Well,
about
clearly
the 6
you
she
need-
you spied in the scry?
There you go.
Get out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, gotta get with the times. They've got to expand to more body and hair types.
Sinead O'Connor.
Sorry.
Yeah, she has a pixie cut. This is like a pixie murder.
Pixie murder.
Oh, and so okay, I see.
Crosshair, yes, 12 hours. Surprise marathon. And it's
Shit.
just us going into great detail about what happened on our solo streams.
Yep.
Well,
The slowest recaps.
Do all the players know what happened in the other solo
I-
sessions?
I think we've
Was
talked
enjoying
about
a
it a
roast beef
bit,
sandwich.
but we're gonna explain to our characters in character.
Yeah.
which should be interesting because, like, I speaking for me anyway, like what I find to be important is probably not what Braum finds to be important, you know, or like things he might remember. But maybe not.
Cheswick's cake.
How many? Oh, I see. It's a variable amount. Okay.
Well. So we've been playing a lot of Changeling this past week. Or no, correction. I've been playing a lot of Changeling this past
Yay.
week. The players have been playing a normal amount of Changeling. But, you know, bully for me.
John,
Yes.
how was it running 3 full solo sessions?
Yeah.
Like that's never happened, right? We've had bonus and
We've never done 3 solo main sessions.
oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I mean, we did obviously, but like, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
curious.
it was
if it's-
great. It was good times.
Most of the bonus sessions are like, you know, deeper rather than wider. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like plot advancement or stuff happening.
Solo sessions were so good that I kind of want y'all to do it again. We might.
We might.
Okay.
I actually like, right now, according to the image on the screen, Kate shouldn't be allowed in.
Because my
The eagle's facing the wrong way.
It's backwards. It's a fake passport.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oops.
Kate, you're causing trouble.
Wait, she's letting people in at the border. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think they can kick you out if you're
Passports, please. Oh, no, papers, please. Papers, please.
I'll tell you 2 people who don't cause any trouble and, in fact, prevent trouble from occurring.
That's that ticket.
That's She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Echoes Through Song.
Oh, hit myself in the face.
Cute.
it hurts.
KO.
I feel like the Montreal weather helped jack up the stakes in the solo sessions.
Ooh,
Hot Jev
Hot Jev equals hot action.
amazing.
That's,
Hi.
well,
I'm Hot Jeff. Oh no.
yeah, right before we went live, we had to be like, Scott, you can take off the badge. Scott, you can take off the bracelet.
I can't take off the bracelet.
They're not in your reach.
I
but there
took
are
mine
scissors
off.
over there.
This is what I think of it.
Whoa!
It's a little ceramic
Oh
blade.
my god.
Be careful with yourself.
Don't give Scott a knife. He's gonna stab himself to death.
Let me know if you
No,
want help.
not there, Scott. Oh my god. Oh,
Yes.
why?
Okay,
I just-
give me the top of your wrist. If I slash
Oh,
that,
come on.
you won't die. Oh, but this is made out of like non-cuttable material, of course. Okay, we're gonna
Two
take it off the way I
boxers
took it
oppose
off, unless
each
you
other.
want this like perfectly preserved as a memento.
No, why?
Okay.
It was unintentional because Scott was the guinea pig and the
Why
other
were there
had to
two
go.
boxers
Oh my God.
opposing each other?
Just literally
You
peel
can
off.
you can de-stick it.
Yeah, just grab the bottom tab and pull. The one underneath, closest to your wrist.
Oh my god. Well, I can do
hot.
this. I mean, I'm down. Should I pose?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, Kate. And thank you all.
Way to go, Alexander.
I'm just used
Slicing the Gordian knot.
Oh, nice reference.
I'm just used to actors being like, fix it. So I'm just like,
Help!
Here, I'll do it for you.
Fucking actors, man.
I know. I'm like, my pants have buttons. I don't know what to do. And you're like, all right, okay.
Run free, Scott.
Teehee. So yeah, it was an interesting thing. I'm curious what you guys think about having our one-on-one sessions specifically taking place in a face-to-face scenario, the one screen. That was something that I wanted to toy with this time around. I'm curious what you guys thought. I'm curious what you thought about that actual format. Obviously, we won't be doing that all the time, but it was a thing. It's a ram-a-dam-a-ding-dong time.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah, the RPG Clinic mugs are in full effect.
I have one for sale at my house.
What?
Kinnell
It's $55.
Gipper is actually what it
I'm
is.
kidding, John.
I mean,
just
here's
want
the
it to belong.
problem, though. When we run a
just
session
match.
where we have each one of you do one, first of all, we flood with content, and
Yes.
that's more content for people to look at, which is both good and also can be difficult for them. And we are going to get the PC's interpretations of what occurred, but who knows if that's actually correct?
Get the dish.
If you really
fair.
want to get the gist of what occurred, though, I think you got to go to a different source.
But where could we go for all of our, recapitulating needs?
A hypoxic Liz.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's me.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, hi guys. All right, we ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's
I really want to hear this.
let's figure out what the fuck's going on.
Last time's on Changeling. Talus heals Braum of bullets and memory blocks. He asks about the rocket, the plans. They have to stop Fala getting it. They bamf to the spark. It's looked better. Talus goes to look for the plans, but Braum gets suspicious. He interrogates Talus and the facade falls away. Braum's strapped to a bed in King Melge's personal dungeon. He tells Braum he'll never leave unless he hands over the rocket or parts thereof. Braum declines. He leaves and a boggin points a gun at Braum. Braum wrenches free, grabs the gun and fires point blank into his face. The mask shatters as the actual King Melge falls dead. Braum grabs Whisper and, with a spring in his step, walks right into Fala. He tosses the broken mask at her feet and she bends the knee. Sophia arranges lunch in Claude's absence. Count Rene tells her Duchess Eloise is visiting today and he's firing incisor. She heads to Claude's place and meets his wife. Claude's walls are covered with weapons and armour. She coaxes him and his breastplate back to the spark. Sophia runs into Incisor and they enlist Zeron as a temporary replacement. Inside she sees her Tishi that she saw in the scry. Duchess Eloise bamfs in and sends Zeron away for privacy. She asks Sophia about Zista, citing trouble with the commoner rebels. Sophia argues that taking the spark away from the commoners will only make things worse. As if on cue, 4 armed redcaps arrive with a small army bent on destruction in Zista's name. Sophia talks one down, then uses magic rain to uncharm the rest. Dr. Saley tends to Count Rene until Duchess Eloise stabs him in the throat. She returns the spark to Zista now that her point has been made. Sophia demands an oath of truce and Eloise grants her 1,001 days. Patches drives Kyoko into the woods to the crash site. She finds heavy jump marks and a brooch leading into the trees. They follow, finding a cabin in the woods. Kyoko covers Patches while she tries to get past an angry occupant. A fight ensues. He seems kinda bullet resistant until Patches shoots him in the skull. Searching the house, Patches finds a staircase leading down. 3 well-dressed, pale-skinned figures stand around a prone Duke. Chantel explains it's a trap to kill Sophia to avenge Jacques. They weren't expecting Patches, who's no use to them alive. 2 follow her back upstairs and offer to let Patches and Granville go if she brings them Sophia. As a reply, Patches electrocutes one and trades shots with the other, taking a bullet to the sternum. She hops into the trees, then takes him out. A sudden mist blankets the area. Kyoko staggers out with the Duke and collapses. Patches crawls towards them, but Chantel appears through the mist. She grabs Kyoko and Granville and bites into the Duke's neck. Patches brings the fire and shoots her in the back. She drops her bounty and runs, screaming through the mist into the daylight. Kyoko and Patches patch themselves up as best they can and head home. Does Braum just appear in Fala's hotel room again? Will Sophia learn how Claude impressed High King David? And is there even a balefire for Patches to sleep by? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Yes. That gets some real
I
golf
kind of
claps.
almost want to just play it again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
soothing.
Like,
Can I feel like I should know the music. I don't. Can I get that track? It's so good. I love that piano. It's really
someone
beautiful.
asked about it earlier, but I don't know. No one's
Really
answered.
fab. And the recap.
So Captain
itself
has
is like,
informed me of something which is absolutely true. Our overlay is out of date
Quang?
because the overlay lists Braum as a troll grump.
That's true. Should we
He's not.
switch it up? Switch it up. It's Changeling, bro. No, I'm
Whoa,
kidding. Can you
my
imagine? He's just
God.
like, oh, hey guys. Oh my god.
Whimsy.
Whimsy and magic.
This sounds like a level 3 poop truck.
yeah,
driven
like,
into
I
I
an
watched
industrial
I watched
van.
yours. I
Did you
didn't get
actually?
through hers.
Oh damn. Nice.
Well, I was.
I mean, yeah.
Two times speed, I hope.
Nope.
All them bosses. Baller.
Well,
Oh, Liz, can I have a piece of paper? Please? Or, okay. Sorry, John, I'll be right there.
so we have. What are you doing?
I just
Scott
need
needs a piece of
paper.
paper for his
Thank you so
nuts.
much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kate.
That's all.
For
Thank
his
you.
needs.
Neat.
I did not hear notes.
My neat.
I mean, we do have something else to ask, though. Now, the reality of it is that I think all three of them did, but they also got bonus stuff as well.
Level up.
Let it not be said that I don't put my players through the ringer and then at least reward them for it.
It's true.
This reminds me of like an old-timey baseball game.
Um,
A little bit.
so why don't you tell us first what you bought? Go.
I bought, with my experience, I bought a first dot in expression, and I bought a sixth dot in glamour.
A sixth dot in appearance. Wait.
Do we all have
Braum.
Glamour 6 now?
Long,
think so.
flowing fucking hair. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
finally caught
Good
up
job,
here,
team.
folks.
Kate?
So I bought computers.
Braum has computers one.
I do.
So, until just now, I was thinking I might save up for another dot of glamour, but I'm not gonna. So instead, I've got my first dot of chicanery, which I know John said I could. So.
Chicanery. Nice.
You
Yeah.
chicane.
And then I also got a third dot in subterfuge and intimidation.
I asked what you bought.
Oh,
not
I
what you
didn't.
were given.
I thought we were listing both.
Oh, sorry.
I bought Primal 5, Dance of the Five Kings. So that makes the Changeling the master of the 5 elements. You may guide any elemental manifestations that are already present to attack, restrain, entrap, clear a path, or reshape themselves. Depending on the realm used, that determines what the elements can be made to do. It's very exciting. I am the avatar.
Jack. I was gonna muse a person with vinegar eye.
Wow.
I was gonna ravage your kids, but I got high.
Ay. That's a good art.
Thank you. I've
But
been
then
saving
I
up
thought
for it.
Sophia'd blow her lid, so I got high.
That's why I was the least favored child for a while. I was saving up for it. It cost me 16.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
It's-
That's a lot of experience.
Now I'm using a police officer, and I don't know why.
Oh, yes. What were we given? Are we allowed to say?
Yes, now
Yeah.
you can say
I-
what you were given as a bonus. Let's start with Kate.
Third dot in intimidation and third dot in subterfuge.
Those are good things.
They're good things. I just went out of order. I am sorry. Can't kill.
I was given Wits 3. Yay!
Yay! So pretty. And charisma 3.
Yes, because he's so popular with the ladies.
For their story bonus this time around, I gave them dots that I thought that they deserved because they'd been working towards it, but may not have been what was at their forefront when determining where to spend their experience. So, combine all 5 elements and blow up the ocean.
About damn time. For which one, Kung Fu? Probably charisma, Braum. I am very charismatic. Can't you tell by the melodiousness of my voice?
Wow, guys. I could charm the pants off a bunny
or any 3 of my ex-wives.
Oh, no, why? Why you
Oh.
gotta go?
Wait.
Why you gotta be like that?
3 ex-wives.
3.
I'm sure there's another we haven't met yet. Come on, guys. It's just a matter
It's
of
a
time.
secret.
It's Claude.
Well, you know. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
I have one, but it's related. What's the title of today's episode? I didn't check Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Shadows over Camelot.
Ooh.
Oh, that explains an
That
earlier
game.
quote in the chat that I did not understand.
game.
Oh boy. You know they all die, right? Oops, over.
Fala is just Braum's future ex-wife.
Correct.
So
Accurate.
just a question here. What's the over/under on that?
Oh.
We should start. It's like we should honestly just start gambling with, like, and then instead of people getting like moats just added, we should straight up just gamble what's going to happen in this session, and we can like have like a bookie, and then
That'd be great.
yeah.
Well, if
We'd
we're
have to
going to
wonder
gamble
what
on
volunteer is
Braum's
booking.
romantic life, then Scott can't be in the room because he can't know what we're predicting.
No, you just have to. John and I just have to be gambling opposite things. Like we have to be betting on others, different sides of the coins that we're always.
No,
in
we wouldn't
contact.
be allowed to.
Oh,
Bet.
okay,
It would just
right.
be the audience.
Oh, fair enough.
And
Yep.
the thing is that all the bets would have to be taken care of outside.
Of game and so on.
Well, because if you guys know, then
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want you guys to
less
like,
fun.
you know, like because then we're rigging the bets.
RPG Clinic does not condone gambling unless it's cheese gambling.
Jeez.
Where
Where you take a bunch of
everybody
cheese
wins.
cubes and like roll them, and then you're like, "Look, I got all 6s."
Which one will I eat first?
Hey, all right, and then you
All
see which one's
of
falling in the mouth. We like cheese here at RPG Clinic.
So
The
good.
yogurt is also cursed. But it comes with a free choice of topping. The yogurt
Oh,
contains
Crosshair, those we
potassium
absolutely
benzoate.
condone.
Keep going.
That's bad.
I mean, do what you want.
You know, I like that idea, but I think we won't be able to organize it for today. So for today, we're just going to stick with your drink counter. Your drink counter is about to start. Pay attention because it's no longer necessarily something that only relates to you. And remember that play the game is now open to all 3 of you.
Ooh. What? Oh, fuck.
Hello, Dark Elfin. Dark Elfin shows up
beginning
at
of
the
our
beginning.
We love you. Just a big sign that says Dark Elven.
Wheezy.
Weird. Maybe?
Oh, I think that's Eloise.
Oh, Eloise.
Yeah.
Wheezy. Yeah. Yep. Right. That's what. Yeah. Got it.
It's tempting to push people to the edge of a cliff so that they can appreciate what it's like to walk away from it. And I have always enjoyed clutching victory, right? Just like being able to grab it at the last possible second or despite innumerous hardships. Sometimes I've had to maneuver around players far more clever than I am just to be able to piece it out, especially, by the way, if you're facing against Liz and King of Tokyo. That shit's nasty. It's hard to engineer that kind of win, but I've done it. The problem, though, is that the cliff never actually goes away. I've pushed these 3 player characters to the edge of a cliff, and I don't actually intend on letting them walk away from it. Yes, I'll let them rest. Yes, I'll give them the chance to maybe take 1 or 2 steps away from that crumbling facade. But they're still up against it. Not actually sure when that's going to stop. A lot of it depends on what they decide to do. A lot of it depends on what they decide to do with the information each player character is about to receive from the others. Maybe they're going to stay friends. maybe there's some things that we just can't forgive. But no matter what, the cliff is there. The thing I think we have to remember, though, is that you don't necessarily have to be pushed off a cliff. There is a chance for each one of you to jump, and instead of hitting the ground, you miss. And that is the secret of flying. All three of you have managed to make it back to the spark at approximately the same time. One of you has just been there already. Never really left. One of you has a car pull up just outside and a blanket wrapped around just so that it isn't too obvious that there's blood everywhere. And one of you appears in the lobby shortly before the car pulls up, accompanied by someone else. The timeline converges here. It is evening, Saturday, May 5th, 2018. And you've all returned to what is still, thankfully, the spark.
Our spark.
Let's not go nuts.
Which one of you is going to react first?
Where do we run into each other?
I've told you where you've ended up. Now it's just up to what you do from here. Currently, the three of you are in the following places. Exhaust, in the lobby itself, close to the elevators, in a car outside.
Right, how do we get us in and him up there without causing too much of a scene?
They won't see us.
Okay. Not too many steps to the elevator. Then, hopefully Sophia has...
You could wait here. You could find somebody to help.
No, I want to be back. Let's go.
So, Kyoko, she of the barely functioning arms,
Rip.
gets out of the car, comes around, and then simultaneously lifts the sling that is holding you to her and the sling that's holding Duke Granville. And just
Jesus.
through sheer grit,
Oh my god.
the three of you, Granville hasn't woken up yet, the three of you march very slowly towards the front doors. You feel a cloak of glamour run about you. You will not be noticed. There is a side effect, of course, is that Braum also will not notice this.
Okay. My question.
But you are moving slowly.
Well, Fala. Where did you leave the spark? I assume you returned to it at some point.
Why would you assume that?
When I last saw you, before meeting with you in the Kingdom of Willows, you had mentioned orders. I assumed they had to do with the spark. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Thankfully, it would seem that our attempt failed.
Thankful indeed.
There has been an attack.
Has there?
It has been routed with the assistance of Red Branch Knights.
I see. Who carried out this attack?
Various malcontents among the commoners who live in Montreal.
To have such a symbol taken away by the power of the nobility would rile up quite a few people, I can imagine.
Yes, that would be the gist of it.
You should know, I will defend you to anyone who decides that you are not welcome. You are welcome. Know that.
As I understand, it is part of the oath I swore to you.
Exactly.
Can I interact with him even though I'm being cloaked?
You're like opening the door at this
Okay,
point.
cool. Just checking.
Yeah. Hey. Well, come along, fella. We need to make sure that there's been no damage upstairs. To the elevator. To the elevator!
So, as you get the door open, you see Braum and Fala walk in to the elevator. Braum, you want to describe what you look like right now?
Yeah?
How injured are you?
Oh, that's the... Okay, I was like, I'm okay. Better than I was. No, I'm still, mauled. I'm still quite injured.
What injuries are apparent?
My shoulder. My shoulder from 2 days ago is still quite aggravated.
It's still pretty boned.
Still pretty boned. I feel like if you were quite perceptive, I probably, like, my wrists are probably kind of damaged to a certain extent.
No dice. Literally.
Okie dokie. No dice.
So at Mauled,
Yeah.
you are able to walk on your own power, barely.
Okay.
You are probably, in fact, being supported by Fala as you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Unless you specifically are like, fuck off.
Oh, I'm
Doing this myself.
We're good. I got it, Mom. It's fine. Although I will say that Braum seems to have it. Like, injuries aside, I feel like he has maybe an air of carrying himself up.
He's standing a little taller,
Yeah.
feeling a little more baller.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Fala helps Braum into an elevator, and then the doors start to close. Now, you can interact. If you draw attention to yourself, the cantrip will fail.
Not worth it. I'm going to watch them go, and that'll give us enough time to limp our way to the elevator for it to zoop, zoop.
Sophia, so you are in the smoldering mess that is the Elened decorations and oops.
I think, sorry to interrupt, I think that Count Renee's body is still on the ground. Someone had mentioned they were going to take care of it, but I can't remember who.
Celia's dragged
Oh.
it off.
Okay.
Ugh. For experiments?
So there's
or-
like blood on the ground and charred, like, and damp areas everywhere, but other than that,
And like
there's no like
bullet
corpse.
casings and
Okay,
Fuck. Wait, sorry. Right.
right.
Jesus.
Cool. So I'm on my way to the elevator because I want to have a bath. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I did that too.
So the elevator rings, and the door opens, and there is Braum. And Braum is being supported by the same person who you saw in those robes who smells of jasmine, who left approximately 10 minutes ago.
Sir Zeron.
I'm on it.
So, Zeron, stand down.
No.
Ah,
Braum, you don't know what you're saying. Come over here, Braum.
I do know what I'm
Braum, you're
Lady-
injured.
Lady Sophia,
Sir Zeron, get her out of here.
you will not touch her. This is my squire.
Do you even know what she's been responsible for in the past 20 minutes?
I have a
Braum?
feeling you're going to tell me, Lady Sophia.
This!
I take in the spark. Oh, my.
She did this. She's not welcome here. She's too much of a threat.
Lady Sophia,
What?
The elevator starts going.
Please allow us into the exhaust.
I will not.
Please come down to the lobby with us.
No.
Be civil, Lady Sophia.
She can wait downstairs.
Okay, so I should point out that at this point, it's
Meh.
very difficult for you to actually.
Okay.
If you wish to continue to be counter to Sophia, you
Yeah.
have to spend or win a willpower roll.
Got it. Follow.
She's in flames!
She's fucking pissed,
Oh yeah, right.
guys.
Ooh.
She also has like
She's on
welts on
fire.
her
Her
shoulders,
little
so she's like
icon is,
really
like-
angry right now.
Follow, to put everyone at ease, would you wait downstairs?
I will go downstairs.
Be safe. Nice. That's comedy.
The doors just close.
Sir Zaron, will
And I
you
like-
make sure that she doesn't do anything?
Fall on my face, probably. Oh.
Sir Zaron, please watch her.
I will accompany her. Zaron is also standing a little bit tall, for what it's worth.
Mm.
But then he walks into the elevator, and he lays a hand on your shoulder, just as he's on his way out.
Ow.
Not the
I know,
other
I know.
shoulder.
Okay.
Hey, does it hurt when I do this? And then he places a very deliberate hand on Fala's shoulder and on his weapon as the doors close. When the elevator starts moving again.
Sit down, Braum. Dr. Saley will tend to you.
Thank you, Lady Sophia. May I say it's good to see you again.
There's blood on the floor of the exhaust as well, and
boy.
it's streaked like all the way towards like the.
Lady Sophia,
It's good to see you too, Braum.
Claude is lying behind the bar, and he's not like he looks like he's in a significant amount of pain.
I make my way over to him. Lady Sophia, please tell it to me straight. Is anyone dead? Did we lose any members of the Spark?
The elevator opens at the in the lobby.
I don't know how to say this.
I mean, yes and no.
There's Zeron holding Fala by the shoulder with a hand on his sword, and they do not see you as he marches her out of the elevator and then sits her down on one of those benches that they have along the pillars in the lobby. At which point he sits down next to her. She seems relatively content to just do what she's being told here, but Zeron not only has an air of like he's showing the same version of inflamed that Sophia is, but he also feels like all you need to do is twitch and his hand would just flick his sword out. Any provocation at this point. Now, if you instead choose to mix her, he won't. Or if you intend to YouTube.
Point. Point.
That was good.
Point. Point.
That's enough of those.
I love that that's there. Excellent.
I am going to deem that under control. I will talk to the troll and find out why she's here. Just like limp our way into the elevator, press the button, and as soon as the door is closed, just like sit.
So when you sit, it drags Kyoko down,
Jesus
and she
Christ.
also sits.
Hopefully, someone's Braum. Someone can pull us out.
Oh no. We've run out of able-bodied people.
So you were having a conversation while this elevator is moving?
Tell it to me straight, Lady Sophia.
Count Renee is dead.
Who is Count Renee?
Oh, You don't know.
Who is Count Rene?
Wait, you don't know?
No, because he
wasn't
he
fucking here at
got
all.
separated
Oh, yeah.
before we got back. He just knew that someone had been put in charge.
Shit.
He was
yeah, I did.
the new freeholder.
I see you didn't waste any time then.
What?
Someone decided that he had to go to reclaim the spark.
Someone did decide he had to go.
Oh.
That someone was Duchess Eloise.
Ding.
The fuck?
So there's Patches. Patches, you want to describe what you look like at the moment?
I'm partially wrapped in a sheet. Very high thread count. Very luxurious.
So real nice.
Soaked through with blood. There's a fucking bullet wound. Like the bullet wound is like in my sternum. And there is a KO Duke Granville. Just probably also like slumped.
He's slumped. He doesn't have any obvious wounds. However, he definitely has 2 puncture holes on his neck.
And Kyoko probably isn't looking so great herself.
Oh boy.
Can we see them?
Yeah, Kyoko lets the candle.
Okay,
at this
that's
point.
They
She's
just
like,
sit there for hours.
Oh fuck! Let's stay like this.
Ding!
Right? Looks like you had a busy day too. Can you help us out here?
I mean, I'm going to go over. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at helping them out of the elevator. I'm not very strong. I have
What's your
strength
strength?
2.
Yeah, it's fine. For one of us.
Oh yeah, Kyoko totally
there's,
ripped,
like, a
ripped
bloody
off her
rag
ripped
jam.
off her sleeve and
Yeah.
just jammed it into Patches'
Yeah.
Dear
chest.
God.
Is there anyone else here in the offices?
You should be asking, is there anyone else in the offices who's able to stand?
I see.
Because the answer is Dr. Saley.
Well, I'm glad you two are here and alive. I'm glad that our doctor is well.
Like
Looks like she'll
struggling
be
to help
really
Patches.
busy. Like as soon as I'm in
Patches,
the
just
spark.
don't exert yourself.
Why was Fala here?
Just
She's with me.
that's
But we
not
can
good
explain
enough
all of
reason.
that later.
You certainly will.
I will. Let's get you all inside. Lady Kyoko, can you stand?
It's her arms that are fucked.
You shouldn't actually post about this on Reddit. They're going to make some very awkward memes.
Both of her arms were dislocated.
What is... Sorry. My God.
And the Duke?
He's been unconscious the whole time. I don't know how much blood was drained, but I don't think he's been turned into a vampire.
I suppose that...
Vampire. Oh my God. Okay. Wait,
What the hell
don't-
happened to you?
Don't make her explain now.
No, of course.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
Lady Sophia.
let's start with here.
Right.
Sophia?
No. No one is explaining anything until people aren't on the brink of death. Can I ask this much from everyone?
Yes.
Please.
Are we in immediate danger here?
Good fucking question.
You tell us, Braum.
No.
How can we believe you?
Fala has sworn an oath to me.
Oh, great.
She's not an oath breaker.
She stood behind her oath, apparently, despite not wanting to.
Exactly. And now she is no longer under that oath. And I reach into my pocket awkwardly and fish out a piece of King Melch's mask, which probably doesn't make any sense, and I toss it on the ground. We do have much to
Broken
discuss. Yeah. The fuck is this?
Yeah,
I'm
Patches
like
is just
not
like.
fucking in
No,
it
it's-
So
at
did
all.
you go to Broadway and fuck up some poor bastard? Like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Ah, sorry. That'd be good.
No, I actually just killed Gerard Butler. He was
Awful. Lady Sophia, is it possible to get Dr. Saley to assist us in bringing everyone to the back? Or no?
Yes, she's dealing with a corpse right now. She'll be right back.
I understand.
It's all right.
May I ask
Oh, hey.
You
whose
just have
corpse?
to lay down the Duke on top of
It's
the
all right,
existing
Patches.
blood trail. It'll be easier to drag him around.
It doesn't seem hygienic, but you are the doctor.
Well, he's wrapped in a sheet.
I'm gonna
how we
text
dragged him through the
Incisor and
woods.
just say like I have no idea where you are, but we need help at this park. Send.
That's the person I was looking for.
I think I've run out of people.
Saley just comes back and she is fucking just like wearing a straight up smock, and this smock has viscera on it.
Oh! Yikes.
And she looks at Braum, and she looks at Patches, and she looks at Kyoko, and she looks at Granville, and she looks at Sophia, who, her shoulders are
She
fine.
seems frazzled.
This
I'm at -1.
is not a typical. This is our worst day. Thank you for being here. Sorry to make you work so hard on your second day.
Oh, first day.
First day.
Right. It's time for a lesson, yeah?
Anything I can do to help?
Springtime.
To
Um,
assuming that she's meaning cast Well of Life and make a little Well of Life.
Thing is, if you cast Well of Life and you just leave it there, everybody in the
That's
area
the
is going
thing.
to
So I
start
want
healing
to.
up.
I want to make a little totem. What kind of shit do we have in the spark right now that isn't covered in blood?
liquor?
Ooh, how about one of those little like dragon egg things that were brought to us? Are those still behind the bar?
Oh, yeah.
Probably,
From
yeah. We
Granville,
displayed
right?
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of those.
Yeah, the soggy,
Soggy
sandwiches.
So not the egg. It was like the glass, or whatever. The
Yeah.
fire dragon breath.
Yeah,
remnants.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
that
cool.
thing. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that's still there, I want to take that.
The night is still young, Captain Dev.
Oh, boy.
And I want to cast Well of Life on it.
If they
What
have,
are you using as your bunk? Yeah, we can do this together, yeah? Come here.
Alright.
Right. So, which one of these is hurt the most?
I mean, I think I have a punctured lung.
We will prioritize Patches.
Right. So now, ask the patient, how did she receive her wounds?
How did you receive your wounds?
Single bullet. Really fucking lucky.
It's not very good to let your patients get shot now, yeah? So we're going to encourage her not to get shot anymore, yeah?
Don't get shot anymore, Patches.
Oh, that fucking hurts.
You're going to need to pull out the...
The bullet.
Oh no, the bullet's probably shattered in like 6,000 pieces. Get the cloth. Yeah?
Oh.
Oh, it's really jammed in there. You're going to have to pull very hard.
Oh my god.
if you need assistance, Lady Sophia.
I am fine, Braum.
Now, just before you pull, you look her in the eye. And you tell her that this is her fault.
What?
Oh yeah.
It is my fault.
This is your fault,
You
Patches.
can always duck next time.
Yoink!
So, roll me stamina. This is straight stamina. You don't have a wound penalty.
Yeah,
And I should definitely be.
Zero.
Double zeros. Okay, so Patches
well
just
done.
sort of like grits her teeth and doesn't even react as you pull out this
Ow.
soppy, bloody, wet sleeve.
I should be rolling my banality trigger. Or my, whatever my trigger, that thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
How does one roll that
Antithesis.
again?
You roll your glamour at difficulty 8.
Ah, great. That's 5 successes.
Then you do not gain any banality.
Yay!
However, that will be for you a level 4 bunk. Go ahead and roll your Well of Life. And as you toss your finger up,
Good to see we can work together.
I'm just trying to remember what realm this would be.
I think it's what you've decided to Enchant.
I think
Yeah,
it
it's
is
probably
too. Realm determines the source of the healing to anything near the target. What the hell does that mean?
So remember that you're enchanting a thing, and that's the thing that's healing everybody.
Right, so it would be prop?
At this point, it's prop, yes.
Oh, Liz, why'd you have to choose that?
You can choose something else.
It'd be water would be nature.
How about, no, I want it to be something that can sit like a potted plant. Do we have a potted plant
Sure.
in the spark?
Sure there are.
Nature it is.
It's fake though, so it's still proper.
Oh, fuck you. All right, so that would be, and that's 3. Great.
That's pretty much all of them. Man.
That's 3 successes.
If she had botched, I would have just been like, well, you're all dead. Just.
So it lasts for 1 scene.
Are we all healing some levels there?
So the way that this works is
Stick my finger in the
being in the proximity level of life restores a bashing or lethal injury during the scene.
Okay.
Touching the target of the cantrip heals a bashing or lethal each turn. Consuming all or part of the focus of the cantrip restores all bashing and lethal damage and also heals 1 egg. But if you do that, it doesn't help anyone else.
No, we're just going to sit around and touch the plant.
Everybody touch the damn plant and shut up.
Wow.
If it was a tree, I'd hug it.
Can I like flop Granville's hand over to touch it too?
You should.
and Claude as well.
I don't know if he has
we
any
can
lethal
like
damage,
drag
but this
Claude
is-
over.
I think this
Just
is
like
the most connected we've been.
Sparks start flying up from his breastplate. He's just
Claude,
like,
come on.
Come on, buddy.
Claude.
Our powers combined.
And I'm going to touch it too, because I am also not nearly as injured as you guys.
So the moment the people who are touching it are Patches, Braum, Claude, Granville, Kyoko,
Yeah.
and Sophia are all touching that thing.
I think this is the closest I've felt to you all in some time.
Where did you end up?
The Kingdom of Willows. It's, I thought for some time that I was in Oakland, of all places. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
California knows how to party.
You know they didn't? Sorry.
California.
Sala brought you back?
She did. It turns out that with the source of her oath removed, well, she was not oath-bound anymore.
You
so
can't just say the source of her oath removed. What happened?
King Melge is dead.
By whose hand?
My own. It was technically an accident, but a happy one. I was very angry.
So that's your reasoning? You were angry,
I
so
never
you
want
killed
to
King
make
Melge?
him angry. Ever.
Braum, have you considered the ramifications of this?
Yes.
But it
Not
just
enough.
didn't matter.
Oh, in that moment, no. Lady Sophia, I'll paint you a picture as best I can.
Please
I
do. Thanks. Enlighten me.
believed myself to be lost, gone. I was in Oakland. I was just a mortal. They had convinced me that I had killed my wife, that I was clinically insane. Okay.
Who's they?
Exactly. Doctors, pharmacists, Abford, orderlies. I was
Abford Pharma?
This is what I believed. I was broken out by Talus, of all people. Exactly. He brought me here. It was damaged. I thought people had left. I thought people had died. Lady Kyoko was gone. It turns out King Melge, or someone close to him, is a very skilled Oniromancer. They had brought me to the Kingdom of Willows after Fala. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. They wanted me to bring Zister's device to him. I told him that...
Melge wanted it?
Correct. Exactly. I didn't believe that he was in league with Talus. I truly didn't. It seemed to me that he didn't understand that Talus was what he is. It didn't understand his intentions,
But
anything
if
like
he's a
that.
skilled Oniromancer, to be able to craft Talus in a dream in a way that was true to life means he has seen him before.
True.
Talus masqueraded amongst us for a decade, if not longer.
Who knows who he could be working with?
Yep.
Exactly. I just don't think we need to necessarily jump to conclusions about his allegiances. We will learn that in due time, I'm sure. Fala might have some insight, perhaps.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Well, exactly.
So what happened with King Melch?
They wanted me to bring the device or the plans for the device. I refused. They were going to kill me and use the act for political gain. I managed to turn the tables on the executioner, but as it turns out, it was a bluff. The executioner was King Melch.
What?
Right. So, with King Melch dead, I was free to go. Did I understand the ramifications? No, I did not. But I believe that he was intending harm to all of us. I suppose that's not up for debate.
To the whole fucking world if he wanted the rocket. The rocket is the, I assume, the device.
Yes.
But
I don't
did
know.
anyone see you shoot him?
The
What
only
about
other
the person who was with him? Who he switched bodies with?
the facsimile of King Melch, whether he is a shapeshifter, some sort of decoy, perhaps just a
So there's someone
illusion.
else that could theoretically just take his spot and pretend nothing happened?
And someone who knows what you did.
Although if there was any power in his mask, it's there no longer.
Sophia, I'd like you to roll your intelligence grammar, please.
Thank you.
It's a difficulty of 7.
Fala was very pleased, to put it that way, to be free of the influence of King Melch.
King Melch wore a mask because he was horribly scarred during the Accordance War. It has been rumored that this mask contained incredible amounts of power, but nobody was ever able to prove it. And of course, he did, style himself a king, so...
Let me see the mask.
I pulled the shards out of my pocket.
What's it made of?
Well, it looks like it's made of alabaster.
Okay.
And then Fala turned around, released from one oath, and swore a new oath?
I asked her to be my squire.
Why
That's
would you
good
do
and
that?
you're good, but that girl did not learn her fucking lesson.
I felt, in that moment, freed. And
Hopefully she means it and isn't going to keep complaining about having done it.
Is that really all that we're going to do is just hope that...
Well, she's oathbound, so
changed?
it's going to fucking suck if she decides to change her mind.
I know you may not trust her, and I hope that you trust me. Fala is my responsibility as my squire. I will train her. She's bested me in combat.
You
But she
never
has
told
much
us
to
what
learn.
happened, Braum. How did you end up in the Kingdom of Willows?
The wayfaring cantrip of Polly, was it? Placed me in Fala's hotel room.
And?
Well, a fight ensued, as you can imagine. She was still oathbound to King Melch to carry out her mission, whatever that was.
What did she do?
So was it
Blew my
pure
head off.
chance that you ended up there? Did she intercept the Wayfarer, or did Polly put you there?
We need to have a word with Countess Weir. Oh. About that. Is she still with you?
Have you said full on that you were chimerically
Chimerically killed?
He has not exactly.
No, I kind of I implied
He's-
that I was lost or whatever, but no, I
Okay.
didn't say it. But I should.
Braum, a fight ensued. And
I died. But I am here in front of you again. Still real.
Fala killed
Still
you,
hard.
and now she's your squire.
A lot has happened, Lady Sophia.
It sounds
Yes.
pretty romanticized, honestly.
What does that mean?
Don't know. It's just stuff of novels and movies.
But what if that's what happened?
It is. She killed him, apparently, and then decided to become a squire. But like the last few times we've run into her, she didn't seem to actually be too cheery with her situation.
That doesn't matter. She still carried out Melja's orders.
Yeah, because she was oathbound and didn't want to have her life suck forever.
All right. So she was oathbound to somebody that she didn't want to be oathbound
And
to.
she followed all of
As soon
his
as that
orders.
person was conveniently killed, she became oathbound to the person who killed
So
him.
she'll
what makes you think
follow-
she won't do the same thing to you, Braum?
She'll follow
Because she's
Braum's
not
orders.
Liam.
What?
Whoa.
And then
I-
just goes back to dragging Granville off the thing and just checking out
Jesus.
his neck, which these bits have been
Dr. Saley, I can only assume you.
pasted over with skin.
Sorry. I can only assume you've been here with the Lady Sophia, but I wouldn't cast aspersions on her house if I were you.
Just.
She's helping to treat you all. So she's welcome here.
I mean, that's where she came from.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah, right. Fuck, right.
Listen. You don't need to listen to me. But if you're gonna learn anything, the oaths are important, yeah?
If you're sure that she swore the oath and it wasn't some clever magical trick, which I feel like you'd know, then she's really good at following orders. So just make sure to give her really clear orders.
Is it more important to be angry at the one who had to carry out the orders or the one who betrayed her? Well, one of them's dead, so it's easy to blame the one who's still alive. Yeah.
You don't have to love her.
Starts like scrubbing the floor.
You don't
And
really
Claude just
have to
lifted
trust
it.
her.
If everybody would just get out of the exhaust, I could clean this place up.
Claude, you are not going anywhere until you've healed
I've been
some.
touching your plant. It's fine.
Touching the plant, Claude.
Time enough now has been spent that all of you should have healed up all of your wounds.
All of them?
I have
It's each round.
eggs, so I'm gonna leave those.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still have eggs.
Those-
Well, it
those
was only a couple days
Yeah.
ago, so.
Well, at the end, you can eat the plant.
Yeah, enjoy
Let
it.
me know when I can. I will. Okay.
All right,
Um,
let's go outside, I guess.
Good.
Claude takes off his breastplate, revealing he's got like a chunky exterior, but like there's some solid like rock hard abs under that shit.
Damn.
And just he takes it off, and the breastplate has like dents and a couple of like holes in it. He just, I'm gonna have to get this fixed.
So Zeron might be able to help you with that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's the important issue we have to deal with right now.
I thought you were asking a question.
I'm going to clean this.
Let's
place
leave him
up
in peace.
so that we don't have to worry about someone coming in and seeing noble blood spilled all over our floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Claude.
I need to hear about that.
Yeah. Let's go to the garden. It'll be nice and pretty. Make us all feel better.
Lady Kyoko, will you...
I'm going to fill my newly healed lung with smoke.
Patches.
No, I can't blame you. I don't know what happened to you, Patches, but clearly something terrible.
It's bad luck. One bullet, one fucking bullet did this to me. I mean, of course, bullets fucking hurt.
That is how bullets work, yes.
You found and retrieved Duke Granville.
Yeah.
Was he
let's-
missing? Oh, yeah, let's...
Oh,
We're
going, we're
Dial
going.
it back, everyone.
But I want to know what happened here first.
So when you get out into the garden, you see that there is a red cap standing
Oh,
in a
right.
circle
This is Peter.
that's been made of
What?
branches.
Actually,
Who the fuck is
you
this?
guys can't see him
Oh.
because he's invisible unless I specifically invite you into the circle.
Cool.
So you see him and you're like,
I do.
oh, right.
Oh, right. All right. Okay. We'll get to you. Mr.
She's pointing at the air. I'm like,
No.
oh, are you...
Stop.
Oh.
Wait. Long story short, Count Rene,
Placed in charge.
the one who was placed in charge of the Spark by House Elined and House Beaumain, who entered into an alliance for some reason. He was put in charge. He seemed kind, very inexperienced, very out of his depth. He informed me that Duchess
The
Eloise
elevator
was...
door opens up, and Incisor walks in and just... Who fucked up my house?
Duchess Eloise was on her way to the Spark. He didn't want Incisor in charge of security anymore, so we thought Sir Zeron might be someone who was still sympathetic to what we were trying to do.
Good choice.
So, Duchess Eloise arrived. We were talking. I was trying to convince them that it was a bad idea, maybe, to take away the Spark from being a commoner freehold. That maybe that would sow up some discontent, and...
Or if they had to give it to a noble, give it to one of you guys, at least.
I don't know.
Incisor walks into the garden and heads straight over to Sophia, and then seeing that there's healing marks on her back, just takes her by the shoulders and just says, "Are you all right?" No more games here. I need to know that you're fine.
I am.
And she lets go of her shoulders, and then sort of this moment of like, there's like 6 other people around. and
I
Just-
hear that you were removed from your duties, and that's why this, which we're still being caught up on, went down.
I
I'm
don't even know
sorry
what happened here.
that you were taken away from the Spark. Go on.
So Incisor wasn't head of security anymore, but I expected her to still be around. Duchess Eloise arrived, and we were talking, and she seemed like maybe she would listen to what I was saying. She asked if Zister was going to be a threat. I said no, of course not. And then a group of redcaps, led by Fala, arrived and said they were taking back the freehold in the name of Zister Flex.
It's bullshit. I'll call him later. He said he wasn't going to try anything. Maybe he lied to me.
No, this seems like a perfect plan for King Melch to have maybe tried to destabilize the duchy, the freehold, perhaps using Count Rene as just a disposable body.
Oh, he was certainly seen as disposable. A fight broke out. Sir Zeron and Claude fought very bravely.
Sophia Incisor like looks into the into the main room at and Claude is still bustling around and he's just like, I can't do it while you watch.
I was gonna say, yeah, he starts moving in slow motion. He's like, get out.
Claude?
Claude.
Look, I'm sure they did fight bravely, but the number of bullet casings, there's not much fighting you can do against people vomiting bullets at you.
Well,
I'm glad that
they did. And
of all the people, like, I'm glad that there seems to have only been one loss.
Huh. And it wasn't even in the fight. We managed to calm everyone down. They were being influenced by Thala. They were being riled up. This wasn't really what they wanted to do. And I'll prove that to you in a moment. So Claude was injured. Count Rene was unconscious, and Dr. Saley was tending to him, and Duchess Eloise stabbed him in the throat.
Did she give any reason for so doing?
That he was House Elened. And
She's Beaumain. Didn't Elened and Beaumain just make a pact, you said?
yes.
Is there bad blood between those houses in history?
They're both Sealy houses.
I have no idea what is going
Are
through
we
her
sure
head.
she was actually herself? Where did she go?
I let her leave.
Did she go out the elevator, or did she wayfare away?
Oh, she went out the elevator. Alnek actually, I guess, went with her. He was here. He doesn't trust her either, but he still works for her. I don't know what.
That's fine.
She wasn't explaining anything. But I did make an oath with her to not interfere with the freehold or with any of our control over the freehold
No, that's an oath I can get behind.
or with our lives for 1,001 days. In exchange, I stopped Sir Zeron from killing her in the Spark because I thought that an assassination of a prominent noble person might be a bad idea. Little did I know it was just that kind of day.
Well done.
For what it's worth, Sophia,
Well,
you would
shit.
also recognize that the oath that Zeron swore,
Yeah.
the oath of crossed blades. So you don't swear that oath unless you are basically like, yeah, for the rest of your fucking life, I'm your enemy.
Good.
It's only she
Pretty
and trolls really bother to swear this oath. Commoners kind of see it as like, why would I announce that I don't like this person?
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
just kill them.
Forever, yeah.
Either kill them
Yeah.
or constantly put cat hair in their milk or House of
Yuck.
Crossblades doesn't say that you can't that you can spare their life. It just means you're not allowed to show them kindness or act to assist them.
That's right. Well, I think that's that. I think you're all caught up.
So, Kyoko and I, when we got back, Count Renee, all of that had been established. Sister had pieced out. I called him. He said he wasn't going to interfere, which is why I don't believe that the red caps were actually from him.
I don't believe it either.
And slept the night. And this morning, fuck, it was only this morning. What a fucking day the three of us have had. Kyoko had news, because I had tried to contact the Duke to see if we could use him for political leverage to try to sort all this shit out. Phone was out of service. This morning, his car, he and Jonas apparently had been driving north, assumingly to Quebec City. Car had been run off the road. Jonas was dead. Granville was missing. I have to assume that Jonas is in fact dead. Kyoko had access to police reports.
But he was not found.
No, I think he was, but
Oh, I see.
I didn't see him, so But by the time we got there were still police there. There was a tow truck getting ready to pull the car out of the ditch. A door had been torn clean off. They eventually fucked off. They were being way too nice. And so we went into the woods because there had been gouges in the pavement. And I found Duke's brooch, and so we went into the woods and we found this house, this cabin, whatever, a house. And they knocked on the door because tried to bullshit them and didn't work. Big beefy dude answers, gives me no quarter. I assume he was responsible for the gouges. I don't fucking know. Eventually it came out to him attacking me. I tried to not engage, but eventually had to. Made my way inside. I had seen the Duke through the window. They had the Duke hooked up to some electroshock bullshit. They wanted you... They thought that you would come for the Duke because they're pissed off that you killed Jacques.
Of course they are.
But everyone else was fine with the sunlight. So they weren't all vampires?
They were thralls?
I don't know. 2 of them were pale.
Peter is listening intently, by the way, to all of this.
Oh, boy.
All
All right, just give me one moment. I'm going over to the fairy ring,
I'd
and I
like to
want
hear more.
to bust open the ring so it becomes visible.
All right, so the following things occur. 1, there's a red cap who you don't recognize who's actually here inside a busted up circle that Sophia has just created. 2, Incisor immediately stiffens.
Yeah.
3,
Oh, shit.
Peter is just looking around like, what the fuck? At all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Lady Sophia, who is this?
This is Peter. He was one of the red caps. He's how I figured out that they were not acting of their own volition.
So who did send you?
Fala did.
Hmm.
Fala did.
Right. I understand.
She...
Fala.
Yeah. We got that.
Yes.
la la la.
La la la.
Someone who would be our mortal enemy. If she
Someone
were...
who is so good at following orders that she did all this shit, which means she'll be an amazing asset. So where'd she find you and your other, I assume, friends?
Where we live.
Where'd you live?
Here. In the city.
Have you been here before, Peter? To the Spark, I mean.
Not to this place. Sister doesn't put up with us.
He doesn't like you.
We stiffed them on a few payments.
Ah ha ha. I see. I thought you were going to say you were troublemakers.
Yeah, we
Bad
are
business
troublemakers.
equates to troublemaking.
It's true.
Zisser doesn't like his place getting fucked up, so if we ever really need to deal with him, we deal with him one-on-one. And I'm not usually the one who goes. But lately we haven't been dealing with him because we've been late on repaying some of the things that we owe him.
So are you just going to go back to your lives now? Or has this experience changed you at all?
We're gonna have to toughen up what the fuck happened to us. Mm-hmm. And if we find that bitch, she's going down.
Mm-hmm.
She was... Look, I don't really know who she is or what she is, but she was following orders from someone who's now dead, so she's no longer following their orders.
And that makes everything okay?
We're not going to kill you for what you did because you were just being brainwashed.
You have a good point.
I will say, Peter, open invitation. If you have anything that you want to say to Fala, you can tell me. I can communicate it to her.
I thought you were going to offer us to let me be your squire. It seems like you're just collecting people.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon.
It's been some time since I've
I'm
had
no
a squire.
fucking Pokemon.
Peter! It's Peter.
God,
You're fucking dead. I'm gonna come after you in your dreams.
Fucking try it. I'll put the cap in red cap.
Boom! Oh shit.
Well, that's it. Well, that's it.
Wharf.
Story's over, everyone.
Go home,
so-
everybody. This is it.
So that's the end of Changeling the streaming. I hope you guys
Thanks
enjoyed it.
so much for joining us, everybody.
We'll see what we can do about getting to Fancy Corner.
Did that just come into your head?
Yeah.
Really thought you'd been like.
No, I
stored
will.
up.
We haven't used it in like 39 sessions. It never even occurred to
Oh
me.
my gosh, brilliant! Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway,
Yeah. We've certainly kept Peter against his will here for.
I think he
Sometime.
appreciated the rest, didn't you, Peter?
look, we're gonna go back. I'll let him know that we don't have any beef with you, and I'll let him know that we don't have any beef with whoever this other person was. If you can make sure that you don't come after us for what we did.
Just maybe put extra priority on paying back sister.
You'll notice we didn't actually hit anybody.
What does that mean?
I saw an awfully dead breastplate in there.
What you mean is you didn't kill anybody.
I'm sorry, I wasn't in the room to see that. I'm sorry, I didn't.
And you did this, you remember that, right?
I didn't open fire.
Whatever.
I came in here when this started, remember?
I do remember.
Look, I'll go, okay? I'll make sure to get the word out that you at least know where to put the blame.
I'd like you to report back every week. Is that too much trouble?
It's pushing it, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Peter.
Pointy ears don't necessarily have to suck, but god damn it. And he turns and he starts walking out the door, and then he glances at Incisor, and then just keeps right on walking. Hits the button of the elevator.
Besides, are you going to go scare him or what?
Wow, that kid's scared. He's doing all he can to not piss himself.
Fucking Patches, favorite Patches right here. Injured, almost dead
Almost
Patches.
dead Patches. Is
Wrong.
like
I mean, I'm healed, but
crazy
I'm still...
sassy Patches.
Braum, I'm either gonna have to kill him or I'm gonna have to let him accept what he just saw. I'm not killing anybody today. There's too much of that.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do. Reputation means a lot.
It's in his hands. I can't keep hiding who I am.
What?
What?
You have a mask to pull off now, too?
That's way too high school for this shit. And she turns and she just walks out of the garden.
What's eating her? Give me a point. That was so good. Yes. Or you don't
Continue,
have to tell me.
Patches.
Fine.
Anyway, suffice to say,
Okay.
with some difficulty and a bit of...
Thank you, Captain.
with quite a lot of difficulty, we managed to get away alive and back here. None of them have lived to tell the tale, so hopefully they won't live to figure out that they need to, you know, chase me down for killing her and her friends.
So the group of them were sent to get revenge on me for killing one of them. And then you killed all of them. So now we're hoping that there isn't another band, a bigger
Look,
band, to kill you.
it was
for
kill or
killing
be
them,
killed.
For killing him. I thank you, Patches, for what it's worth.
And how
For
many did you kill?
where did you come from?
I'm not allowed to be out in the... He's cleaning it up.
Right.
Only one vampire. And technically, she ran into the sunlight herself, so she committed suicide.
So you didn't kill anybody?
The other 3 died by my hand.
Oh, baby, it's triple! Oh, yeah!
What the fuck?
All right. I've run
We
a
need
lot
to
of
take
sessions
that
recently,
toilet.
What
okay?
did you have there, man?
Okay.
Did everyone hear that? Or it's weird.
Need a break.
Do you
Maybe.
need a break?
Kung Fu. What? All right, are we all caught up now?
I need to know, Patches, if you are all right. Not your injuries, but you had to
I
take
really
lives.
didn't go in there with that in mind.
No.
And I didn't expect it to be so costly for us.
I'm glad that you're all right. And
Well, I
not
don't
only
know. They
that,
may have
but-
zapped the Duke's brain out. I mean, he still hasn't fucking woken up.
No, I'm. Let everyone else take care of him. Right? You've done enough, Patches.
Nah, you fucking kept the spark in one. I mean,
Mostly.
look, well enough. And
Walls can be
you
fixed.
fucking changed the way the world is working, I guess.
We'll have to see.
New tales for Sir Braum.
Yes. New tales. Exactly.
How many new tales?
A coat of tales.
Well, one.
I understand. Now that both of my arms are useless, you'll need another tail. Because all I'm good for is a very, very awkward Ask Reddit thread.
Lady Kyoko,
Lady Kyoko saved my life.
I imagine.
Of course she did.
She's the only reason why this wasn't as much of a fuck up as it was.
Then I owe both of you a debt for keeping each other alive.
Don't fucking burden yourself with debts. I know it's just the way you work, Braum, but like,
The fuck?
I think there's been enough oath swearing and deep, meaningful promises. We're all somehow alive. Let's stick together.
Sophia, your phone rings. A
Don't
text
answer.
message.
Who's it from?
Where?
Oh, what does it say?
It's a selfie of
Hashtag
her
selfie.
and Dolly Parton,
Oh.
and it has the caption, "She's night out," a smiley face, and then TTYL exclamation mark.
That's amazing.
Can I tell where she is from the background of the selfie?
Some kind of concert somewhere.
I feel like
Fine.
I would know if Dolly Parton was in Montreal.
No.
So she is not.
You could probably Google it.
Well,
Dollywood.
could be.
she's not in
Well, she's
Montreal
alive.
anymore.
No, we
She's
sent her
alive.
south looking for you.
Oh,
I'm going to write back.
We found
We
him.
found him. Thank you for your help. Enjoy the concert. With a heart emoji.
you sent her looking for me and she ended up at a concert?
I think she changes her mind a lot.
Hmm.
A text comes back. Who? Question mark.
Ah.
LUL. Just kidding.
I almost died. It's not
You
funny.
did die.
Yeah, but we
like-
didn't
I
know
did
that
die. No,
at
but
all.
like, it's not fucking funny.
We didn't know. We just
Lol.
thought you got separated in the
Myself.
transportation.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
It was your own fault, Braum.
How is that my fault?
You didn't mention that you have no memory when you were told to give your biggest memory.
Well, okay. I should mention that in the future. That's a good point.
You were asked to give your most vivid memory.
It's not the
I truly believed it to be so at the time.
No? You know, killing your wife so that she doesn't die from cold iron and watching your other friend die at the same time while in a dungeon in which you are probably going to be next after a botched attempt to fix things with the Red Branch, an event that actually kind of shattered the morale and possibly even the souls of a few other people. That's not a more vivid memory for you?
All
The
in a
red
day's
what?
work for Braum. For Braum. Braum.
Anyway, I made an assumption. I made a very bad assumption.
The real answer is you botched your roll.
Yeah, I
but
did that too. No, but like, that's
I like parks, okay? All right.
hashtag no filter.
But the real question is, what do we do
The
next?
real question is whether you need a break.
I'd get some
Yeah.
water too, yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Did they drink? Did they drink?
Did they drink all of their wine?
Nice.
They did. I'll hang up for
They
a second.
did.
And they did. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll pop out in a sec here.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh, thank you.
Quack, 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 on them les canards.
Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, lots of questions.
Oh my god, guys. What's
What?
even happening? Like,
Well, I mean, we've caught each other up, I think, on the big steps of the...
what the fuck are we gonna do?
Also, technically, John, the West Island. Not Montreal.
W. T.
Ooh, I know.
Island.
It is.
In a
beer,
good
please.
way, Kung Fu
Thank you.
Fenris, or a bad
Good
way?
dame.
Oh, thanks, Kate. Thanks, Kate. You're the best.
Oh, great. And no
Oh,
drinks.
Well, hang on. We're not... Don't worry, Captain Daff. We're not there yet. We still have time to accumulate a drink for something.
You will never
Ugh.
win the affection you misuse. Scott, can you put this somewhere safe? Like
Like
maybe on the table behind you?
Yeah. Huh. But what if the cat...
Oh. Oh my god. So, woke up this morning.
Do not tell this story.
Got
Too
yourself
late.
a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Woke up this morning. Now,
it is
Ripley
stormy.
usually sleeps at the foot of the bed, and Ella usually sleeps on somebody's pillow. Okay? Right next to your head. Wake up, Ripley's at the foot of the bed, Ella is not there. That's weird. Usually she's up in your grill, like trying to get you to wake up and feed her breakfast. She wasn't there. Ripley's like, proo, 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 up about, like, ready for her food. Ella emerges after a little bit from the closet, which is where she sleeps when she's not feeling very well. Oh, no. And so she came out of the closet. And we were like, Ella, what's wrong? And then she went into the living room, and next thing you hear is, hole, hole, hole,
no.
hole. And she puked all over the rug. I have hardwood flooring in this apartment. There is one rug, one like area rug. And that's where she puked. And dudes, I have no idea what she ate. I legitimately don't know.
The Declaration of Independence.
It was so gross. Ugh. Yeah, it was rough. Usually she's actually better and she pukes on hardwood, so she must have really not been feeling well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's how I started my morning. So it was rancid, guys. Usually you can't smell the puke, but this one was bad.
So it might have actually been food based what she got instead of like her usual
I
plastic
know, but I was trying
shenanigans.
to figure out what she
Yeah.
would have gotten.
Dude, I will take cat puke all day, every day over plastic shenanigans.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because that ends in explosive diarrhea with plastic. Hopefully at the vet's, where someone else has to clean it up. Yeah, I'm thinking that we have to, like, okay, something's got to change around here.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. That's not what games are about.
No, they're about maintaining the status quo.
Well, did you guys like how I worked into the oath that, hey, Duchess, for 1001 days, you cannot interfere with Zister Flex's control of the spark, or mine, or Patch's, or Braum's. So if any of us are in charge of the spark,
No one's called Zister yet. I will. It's on my list of to-dos
you're
now
the
that we're all
friend.
caught up.
I wouldn't call him. Okay,
I returned.
Do you want to go?
I'm good. Thank you. John, do you need to go?
I'm right here.
You got water?
Ah!
Oh, yeah. Ah.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay.
Whoa. Rocky.
Just says
Rocky.
for new area rug.
Right?
Oh, okay. I was like, I think the spark's gonna need a bit more tidying up than that.
Cover the blood
Just
with an
throw a
area
rug
rug.
on it. Best commoner freehold ever. Thanks, Rocks. Rocks.
Shitty hotel Wi-Fi hype. Yes.
All right, what do you do?
Oh my god.
I guess I should call Zister. And drop my microphone.
I would like to ask Fala some questions. What her intentions were here. Perhaps we should call Zister first and make sure that that's not going to be a problem. And that he's safe. Of course.
Ring. Ring. What?
The spark should be yours again. Ours again, whatever. I don't know what
Should
the
be.
exact details are. It's ours again, right, Sophia?
It's ours.
It's ours again. Great. I wasn't here when it happened. So come on back. There's been a bit of a fighting, and they've decided to redecorate, so we're going to have to unredecorate and re-redecorate, but otherwise it's ours.
I guess this means that my retirement's cancelled.
Look, if you want to retire, like, it's not like we didn't run it without you when you decided to go on a vacation last time.
Real knockers don't retire.
Oh, well, then I guess you want a real knocker if you're considering it. Get your ass back here. Bye. Click.
Oh.
So you get the following photos sent to your phone. One is one very knobbly finger.
Okay. It's like unsolicited.
The second is somehow two knobbly fingers, despite the fact that
You set
something
a
has to be
timer.
holding the phone.
Amazing.
Lean it against the thing.
The third is a knobbly finger, and then a third knobbly finger.
Look, stop sending me these unsolicited pics. Save your threesomes for some other girl.
A tiny little wisp of smoke just starts coming out of your phone.
Oh.
I turn it off. I pull the battery.
Oh shit! Is that a thing you can do? Holy shit!
I don't know. I don't
Whoa.
care.
All right, so here, hold on.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Yes.
No,
How did you get it?
You know, killing your wife so that she doesn't die from cold iron and watching your other
Friend
friend
died.
die at the same time while in a dungeon, which you probably were going to be next after a botched attempt to fix things with a red branch, an event that actually kind of shattered the morale and possibly even the souls of a few other people. That's not a good memory for you.
Yay!
Crosshair.
We approve. You can point.
Crosshair, I'll add friend
We've
in
done
there.
We've done a lot.
World
Okay.
of Darkness. Like the quote is now is also
It's
so,
so
long that
long.
it parses.
That's
darkness.
hilarious.
Yeah. Thanks, CapDav. CapDav's on it, in case
Nope.
you didn't read it.
All right.
Because you're probably clicked into a different tab.
funny.
Well, if you want to speak to her, you can. I leave it to you. I'm going to go change.
You don't want to hear what she has to say?
No. I'll be down in a bit. I just need some time.
I suppose
Call
it
if
has
you
only
need
been-
anything.
I trust you, Braum. I do. And I'm sorry if it seemed otherwise.
Well, if this truly only was a few minutes ago, I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions myself. I've been gone for what feels like weeks.
I'm glad you're back.
Me too. So you're going upstairs?
Yeah, to my own fucking house. Oh yeah, which is going to be taken away from me in 2 months.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I missed that.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone. Sophia's suffering alone. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Is Sister all right? Not being threatened?
Seemed fine. Fine enough to send me a bunch of selfies, or not really selfies, whatever. Take a bunch of stupid photos.
Sophia just starts walking through the exhaust.
Yeah. Slips a little
Hair
bit on the
blowing
blood.
in the wind.
You're headed to your apartment.
Yeah.
Good. No, I'm glad. It would appear that the target has always been the spark, not so much its ownership, if that makes any sense.
Do my.
I'm going to try to find out more about King Melge's plan here, or at least what Fala was trying to do. Perhaps she has some insight into why. Do you need anything?
Were there any specifics to her oath other than just like being your squire? Any limitations or?
I can grab the...
I mean, like,
Do you mind if I grab?
oh, it's a specific oath?
No, we didn't use this one specifically, but it was sort of similar to the... Okay, so
He
never
whips
mind.
out his squire book.
Okay, all right. Day one, going
Dead,
great.
Dead. Dead. Oh, fuck.
Zeron.
Great. No, it's-
Oh, yeah.
Probably at some point,
Yeah.
right? Jesus, Elizabeth.
I'm sorry.
Kill all my squires.
Wait,
guess-
if
Not
Sir
good
Zeron
enough.
was your squire... No, you got them killed. You didn't kill them yourself.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
I guess.
If he was your squire, if he was oathbound to you, does that mean he's no longer oathbound to you? Like, what's the deal with
we
that?
got promoted. Knighted or whatever.
Fealty doesn't necessarily last forever.
Okay.
It depends on how you wrangled it. Fealty, like, because also the dreaming's not a total dick. Like, if it makes
Someone quote that, please.
so, if for instance you swear fealty to somebody and then that person dies, unless there's a specific like, you're my bitch until end of time, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's...
Then you're generally released. If you get a promotion that puts you at or above that person's title, if
Yeah.
if you're like, hey, I have to move, and your
Yeah.
liege lord is like, you gotta move, I'll see you later, then
Yeah.
that'll probably
Yeah.
release you, right? Like there's ways to do it. It's just the oath that Braum swore is probably a lot less rigged than the oath that she swore with someone else.
She...
Incidentally,
oh,
do
yeah.
you have any spare willpower?
Yes.
Spend one, please.
I should.
That's the cost of your oath.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
You now, just for what it's worth, what you... Oh, I'm sorry. No, you lose a point of glamour.
Aw,
Right.
that's worse.
A chimerical gold coin stamped with your face appears in your hand. And she had to accept the coin.
In Braum we trust.
I need to see someone. Please, someone draw this coin. Please.
There's a little dick horn.
You will, however, gain an extra point of willpower a week.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Braum likey.
I want 5 squires.
If you swear fealty to somebody, any effect, any type of mental domination, the difficulty to resist is lowered by 2.
Nice.
That's great for her. No, not again. Why does this always happen to me? She swore to not turn her hand against me, to protect me with her life.
It's a good first step.
I hope to eventually extend that to us here, of course. I figured I had to get out of the Kingdom of Willows as quickly as possible.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just trying to get a sense of what her limitations and freedoms are in terms of it, but we'll discover that, I guess, with time.
I know it was kill or be killed, Patches, but it can take a toll. You are a soldier and a warrior and the steward of the spark, but that's all. I just wanted to let you know that there were people here who know what it is.
Sophia. When you get up into your bath, the water just instantly turns red. To the point where you just have to drain it and fill it
I'm like bleeding.
and drain it.
Okay.
Just to wash the blood
And
that came from your own wounds, that came from others.
Ooh.
I grab a loofah and start like ferociously like scrubbing like my skin, including the area where the welts are healing.
They're healed,
Like,
so
I'm
you're
like
not tearing open the skin or anything like that.
Trying
but
to scrub them off, basically.
It takes 30 minutes before your skin feels clean again.
So,
Hmm.
shall we bring her up?
If you're ready to hear from her.
Might as well. Assuming Claude's done.
We both peer in at Claude.
It looks better than it did before. He hasn't put back up all the machines that were taken down off the walls yet, but at least the floor is clean, and there are patches and paint over the bullet holes in the bar.
Yeah, he does work fast. All right, I'll go get her. Lady Kyoko, may I have a word? And I kind of motion to go into the exhaust.
She goes in.
Is Claude still there? He's chilling?
No.
I don't know. Okay. It's just like, hey guys. I didn't get a chance to greet you properly, Lady Kyoko, and you were very injured. Wanted to make sure you were all right.
I wasn't very injured. Everything's still in one piece. I managed to get the Duke and Patches back into Patches' car. Patches may have been chain smoking, but at least she didn't mess up the resale value of my car. I don't see any serious injury done. You're different.
I am. I feel different. I feel better. Like this is the way that I am meant to be. Does that make sense?
She looks and just narrows her eyes. Then what were you before?
A suboptimal version of myself.
I don't believe that.
A different version, then?
I think you're allowed to grow. You're not tall enough. Clearly you need to grow.
Can I tell you something, Lady Kyoko? The first moment that I cottoned on to the fact that something wasn't quite right, we were here in the spark. Inside my mind, it was damaged. It was covered in soot. There had obviously been a battle here of some kind, and your room was empty. As if you had never been there. And Talus didn't know why I would have been so desperate to find you. I told him it was because I loved you. And in that moment, Lady Kyoko, I realized that you were the reason I wanted to come back to the spark. In that, as soon as possible.
I wouldn't have been there. You would have raced home to find out that I had left with Patches and that I was probably sandwiched in between her and her lover. Does that make me horrible?
That you left to assist in the rescue of someone? No, I don't believe it does.
Oh.
Did you...
I thought I was doing it for a really, really kinky outing, but it went so wrong.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but perhaps you'll just let me heal this up, and then maybe we'll have an outing of our own.
You could eat the plant.
I look at the plant. Could I eat it? Like, what's it like?
It's
I mean,
a
it's a
cactus.
plant. It's a fucking cactus.
Yeah.
What
No,
a
it's
piece of
not.
garbage. I could cut it. I could cut and
Yeah.
scoop out the middle.
Yeah.
It's probably
Eat the pith.
Eat it.
That's what it's called, the pith.
right.
I'm not...
No, I know, but it's more Sophia being like, eat it. Eat it from upstairs that I'm like, ugh.
Braum. After you've eaten the cactus, I have a question for you.
All right.
Oh yeah, did Braum know?
I think it was implied before as well, but no, not actually. So I actually think in that moment he was probably like, it's a weird joke, Kyoko. Oh well, he's gonna go about his life.
Yeah.
Can I?
Kyoko knows.
I bet she does. Can I eat this
So
cactus
does Sophia. Everyone knows.
or whatever it is?
It's
Yes,
something
you can.
edible.
Okay.
Probably doesn't
Okay.
taste that good.
Do you want me to roll stamina? Or?
I like
you.
them does take 3 more aggravated damage.
Ah!
I mean, you're here.
Yes.
You've managed to return. You've managed to bring someone else with you. You're standing taller. Your skin may or may not be more blue than it once was. What's your willpower?
7.
Roll me your willpower.
Yep. You have 6?
The difficulty is 6, yes.
I have 6 successes on this roll.
Wow.
It's brilliant. That's a really intense roll.
Look at that. Rolled.
I have 7.
No! Oh, okay.
One question that you need to answer truthfully, but you can spend a point of willpower in order to not answer.
Can I hear the question first?
Yes, you can.
Do you have a favorite snack? Ooh.
Are you okay?
I'm better than okay. I feel like I can take on the world.
Eat your cactus. Patches, Sophia?
Biting into a porcupine.
I want to check on Granville.
He fucking...
Considering we slapped his hand onto the plant.
Keep this music up then.
Sorry.
He's just not moving. He's breathing.
I'll have to ask Dr. Saley about this.
It's kind of a cruel joke that when she are asleep, even unconscious, they still, look dignified and poised.
Gesundheit.
I'll try to settle him somewhere that seems like a more comfortable position than wherever the heck we left him. And head to, once I see, assuming I see Braum and Kyoko not macking it right there in the middle of the spark, I will head in and wait for Bella to be brought up.
I'm going to get dressed, and then I think rather than going back to the Spark, I want to go see my artist circle, if I may. If now would be a good time to do that. 'Cause Sophia does not
Saturday
like
night?
how little glamour she has, and she's feeling very vulnerable right now. She don't like it.
Okay. Well, you can get on that. Your role can take place. Just
Thank
let
you.
me know. Your artist circle. You have a couple of beatniks who are around there.
Yeah,
Wow.
sweet.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Do you need the thing, Liz? The paper?
Yes,
have it?
actually, thank you.
Oh. I just saw it.
Thanks, man.
So, you headed down.
I'm ding down.
Zeron is sitting there with Fala still. Zeron looks like he probably hasn't moved an inch since he sat down about an hour ago.
So Zeron.
Your shoulder feels better. You heal 1 egg.
Hey, that sounds nice. Thanks.
Nice.
That puts you at how much egg now?
I still have 4, but 3 of them are bruised, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a lot. Well, so Zeron.
Sir?
I didn't have a chance to greet you before, old friend.
That's understandable. You've been occupied.
I'm going to cut to the chase, Sir Zeron. I hear you swore an oath of crossed blades.
No one mentioned that to you.
They did not. My bad. Thank you. Wait, no, didn't. Wait, what did you say
She didn't say anything
about Zeron?
about crossblades.
No, it
she
came
said
up. Oh,
I said I stopped Sir
Oh,
Zeron
from killing-
Zeron from killing Eloise, which is also
Yeah.
not necessarily true. But
Hmm.
I did say I can't let her leave.
right.
Yep.
But okay. Well, I'm gonna go with it. Instead, then, I hear you were instrumental in defending this place.
I was requested.
True.
Lady Sophia charged me with the protection of the freehold. I do not back down.
No. Even when it's...
Claude fought bravely. And in fact was the worse for wear if he hadn't put on the breastplate that David had commissioned for him.
I didn't realize.
I didn't realize that it wasn't even in the freehold in the first place.
He took it away from here.
I don't know where he kept it, but he was carrying it when he entered the freehold.
Hmm.
A stroke of luck.
Fate, perhaps.
Perhaps. I'm not sure who would have been manipulating fate on your behalf, or mine, or his.
You're right that we are all very fortunate to be here, alive. I am, for one, very pleased to see you well, my friend.
And he looks at Fala. You've taken on a charge.
Yes.
Shall I release her into your custody, then?
You shall, but I would like to ask Sir Zeron. Are you all right?
No. I confess I am not. I'm not accustomed to seeing daggers pulled and lives ended, strictly so that political maneuverings can continue anew in front of me. The Duchess committed a crime and I was forced to let her go. Lady Sophia made a request and I agreed to her terms. I'm not sure if this was the right decision, but I also know that second-guessing it isn't really going to help a thing, is it?
I agree.
She's remarkable, you know. When you go back upstairs, when you present her, I want you to keep in mind that while I hold you in the highest esteem, and I believe that you would not foolishly bring someone else under your wing, part of me wonders whether Lady Sophia might be the one who saves us all in the end.
World.
I have a date.
Excuse me?
I asked her if it was appropriate for me to take someone out on a date, but I think I have a better idea now.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to show her who I am. And I want to see who she is. And I don't believe a walk along a path in a park is really going to accomplish that.
Sounds like you have something more dramatic in mind.
Not dramatic, simply me.
I see.
There are many out there, those who would call themselves my fans, who believe me to be a simple knight, guided by an unbreakable moral compass. There was a time I bought into that. But perhaps it's time for me to actually see the truth of me.
Sir Zeron, what truth have you come to recognize about yourself, old friend?
That in that moment I was willing to follow Sophia anywhere.
Oh.
Because she is righteous, my friend. and has her eye on a prize that I think I lost sight of a long time ago.
What prize?
A better world.
I cannot stop you from pursuing what you believe is right, nor do I want to.
Miss Squire, you are not yet inducted into House Gwydion, so you are not my housemate yet. You will comport yourself with all respect to this troll who has taken you on. He will not need my help in showing his displeasure should this be a trick. But he'll have it. He always will. I should attend to the Duke. I hear he is doing poorly.
His state is very grave. And I have other news for you, friend. It is very serious as well.
Sorry, what?
Just how would he know? Whatever.
Technically, he did open the door and see when he brought Fala in.
We were cloaked.
Oh, right.
Whatever. Anyway.
He doesn't actually know. No, no one told him. All right,
He's still going to go upstairs for some
I should
reason.
see to the freehold.
Yeah.
It
I should see to
sucks.
Heart's Light.
Yeah.
I understand that Jonas and the Duke were on their way north.
Oh, Sir Zeron. I have much to tell you. Perhaps you should come with us upstairs.
All right.
But Fala is indeed in my custody.
Yours, then.
Thank you.
And Fala gets up. She stays pretty quiet.
Okay. She's probably like, shit.
Patches?
Me? Oh, me poking
Poking
the
at
Duke.
Duke.
No, I'm gonna take out my guns and clean them.
Oh, point. There is dust all over him.
Yeah. No.
Are you doing this like in the room with the Duke?
Huh? Like I assume I'm in the exhaust.
You're in the exhaust, okay.
So I assume
So you're
that
not
the
just
Duke-
like creepily looking at a like comatose Duke while just like cleaning out your rifle.
I'm not sure that we've moved the Duke out of the exhaust. I sort of assumed I would have like
We
pulled him into a
probably put
couch
him
or
on the
something.
couch,
Yeah.
So you are.
Huh? So like I'm inside of him and I'm also inside of the
Oh,
elevator.
you're inside of him.
In sight of
Ding
him.
dong.
Oh, okay.
He's unconscious.
Oh.
Thus unable to give
My.
consent.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's good then.
Even if it would be implied in other contexts, not when you're unconscious. So yes, I am cleaning my guns.
Sophia.
So I've gone to see my artist circle. I rolled 2 successes on my perception kenning, so I'll get to make that other roll in 2 weeks' time.
But that makes 4
No.
successes. doesn't
No, I rolled a 9 and a 1,
it? Oh.
so
Rip.
I got my 2.
Is your perception kenning 2?
No, it's 7. It was a bad roll. It's diff 8. It's actually a really hard roll. I didn't realize, but yeah,
getting there.
Reverie is a diff 8, so...
Shit.
So you're on your way back?
Did I get any dross from that? Otherwise, Mama's going art shopping.
Mama's going shopping.
You rolled a 1.
No.
Oh,
Hey,
rip.
can I step by one of the galleries on Sherbrooke? One of those little indie
I
galleries?
made it worse. I tried.
I tried, guys. There they were.
Okay, roll me your wits streetwise, please.
Ooh, boy, oh boy. Oh, Jesus. That's 2 successes.
All right, in one of those really like probably shouldn't exist pretentious galleries on Sherbrooke Street, you come across a scratching.
An etching?
Yeah. No, on a piece of scratch board.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's worth 1 point.
All right. Thank you.
It cost you $300.
All right.
Man, that point better be worth it. You know what I mean?
It's not so much that the point itself is worth $300, but being able to use that point when you need to.
Truth.
Cool.
Hmm.
All right, so Zeron, Fella, and Braum make it back up into the exhaust where Patches is
That's fine.
clapping her hands.
Go and clean it.
No, like I
Click.
hear the elevator ding, and I'm like,
Oh shit.
gun clip back into gun. Relax again.
In brief, Sir Zeron, Jonas was a good man, but he
I understand. I assume that you just told him in the elevator on the way.
told
up.
him everything. I told him everything, and I was like, Melge, I think, got shot at by me. I don't know. Like, I was very weird about
But
it.
hearing that, I'm like, I wish that were true. I hope that it is still true. But there was a text message sent to him from these people with the exit. So maybe he was being misled, or maybe he was involved.
I see.
Sophia,
You would never be in league with him. Don't know that, bro.
your phone rings.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking.
Oh my god. What is the caller ID?
It's your landlord.
Yay.
Hello?
Sophia. I'm so sorry. Did you receive a phone call about a potential eviction?
I did. It was very distressing. Couldn't have come at a worse time, honestly.
Ignore it. Everything's going to be fine.
Really?
Yes, the buyer just backed out.
Oh. Look, I know it's not my business, but clearly whoever made an offer on the building has exceptional taste. Is there any way that you could give me a hint as to who it was?
That's. That was so good.
Roll me your charisma. Charisma. Subterfuge.
Ooh. What an interesting role.
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis?
New line, who dis?
Oh my god. No successes. Fuck, I'm failing at rolls today.
I'm afraid that information is classified.
Oh, a shame.
Be a shame if someone were to find it out.
Have a pleasant day.
You as well. Thank you. Damn.
Fella? I'm happy to hear that you are freed of that oath that seemed to have been giving you so much trouble.
We among the Alagbara do not necessarily choose the journeys that we undertake. It is one I regret. There will be difficult nights ahead.
It seems you've chosen a new person to follow. I, of course, endorse this choice.
It is not often that one meets a living legend. It is not often that one meets a living legend who has come to a resurgence.
I'll let you know that there are some in here who apparently saw you very recently, just before your change of heart, and thus, as much as they trust Braum, will have difficulty trusting you.
I did engineer the situation that brought this place to harm.
Your intelligence will be shared with us?
All of it.
Good. Go back to cleaning my gun.
We'll follow the first.
Can you roll me your charisma intimidation, please?
Yes, queen.
One success.
A charming kind of intimidation.
So, well, because she wasn't trying to be manipulative.
Right, no.
But she's also cleaning her guns in front of her while basically being like, so you're going to tell us everything that you want, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Or else I'm going to deliver 9 millimeters of hot stop it directly into your
Or
forehead.
else I'm
right?
gonna put the cap in red cap.
A.
Okay. I'll put the shoe in each.
So she nods to you. Deferentially, question mark?
If it's not too much trouble, Fala, I would like to know any knowledge you have about what King Melge was trying to accomplish here. It was trying to wrest control of the rocket, I imagine.
I have the contents of the other scrolls. However, I am not certain that reading the scrolls is entirely safe at this point.
Can someone else read them?
I'm not certain that I would take the risk.
I think Sophia might be able to do something to help with that.
If they are on goblin parchment, then only Fala would be able to read them, only the intended recipient. But at the same time, it's true, they might contain other magics. Don't worry, Fala, we will discover the contents of these scrolls.
You return.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
hey.
I walk in, and upon seeing Fala, I want to just take a seat quite far away from everyone and just watch quietly.
Lady Sophia, thank you for rejoining us. Fala here has the other scrolls that were used, or that would have had instructions for her. If you think of any way that we might be able to divine their contents safely, please let us know.
Last time I tried that, it didn't work out very well.
Well,
Will you permit me? I have apologies to render.
Your first action is one of humility. I approve.
Fala
I get to approve, Braum. Fuck you.
walks towards Sophia, and then when she gets about halfway there, she bends down onto her knees, and while it doesn't look like she's whipped, it doesn't look like she's being overt about it, she crawls the rest of the way with her eyes downcast, and then stops, not like on top of your feet, but in front of you.
Speak your piece.
If it would take you 3 generations to forgive me, I would understand. You have done everything you can to protect the place that you have called home, and I have violated that sanctity.
Twice.
I would say that it would be tempting to excuse these actions as they were not of my own volition, but it was my volition that caused me to swear the oath to King Melge in the first place. My crime is trusting someone I should not have, and that is no less a crime than the ones that I have committed in your sight.
Do right by Braum and by the spark, and forgiveness will come in time. I appreciate and respect your words now.
May the road rise up to your feet.
Is there a response to this that I would know?
Not that you would have to deliver.
Cool beans. May you not trip on a banana peel and fall on your
Actually,
face.
you know what?
Oh.
Fuck it. Roll me intelligence etiquette.
Ooh, fun.
I have a brain and some table manners. Let's do it.
That's 2 successes.
Yay, Liz.
I had to do my dice thing. I hadn't done my dice ritual.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Liz.
So this is actually a Gaelic blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. So Ishu tend to just use the first 2 lines.
Okay.
So the traditional Ishu response, which you would not be required to give, would be may the wind be always at your back.
I will give that response.
That's the first time that her eyes looked up and locked with yours for a second. And then she shuffles backwards again until she's made about half that distance. And then she stands and backs up the rest of the way so that she's not turning her back on you until she returns to Braum. And then she turns to him. So, to you, that is about as dramatic, about as sincere an apology an Ishu can give a formal apology.
Okay.
And whether she means it or not, that's another roll.
No. That's enough for now.
Damn it. Botch, and then you kill her.
Yeah.
You can roll.
You'll die for this
Good.
offense.
But I would trust that you'll die for this offense. Oh my god. No, Sophia, she's on fire.
Come here. I learned a trick from Eloise.
Oh, oh god.
Oh my god. So? What? Is there anything I should be made aware of?
I wish I could tell you everything that Melge was planning, but unfortunately I was little more than a skilled errand person.
Are there any others like you?
To my knowledge, no.
So why did he choose you?
An issue has an excuse to go from place to place. And if he was to give me an order, he could be certain that my journey would take me to the correct location.
Fala, were there any other, forgive my language, were there any other freeholds, duchies, kingdoms that you worked to undermine?
Yes,
Were you successful in sowing discontent there?
I have spent time at the Grand Bestin.
She.
Doing what?
I delivered a few letters. I do not know their contents.
If word had reached them about this freehold being removed from Zister's hands, we would have been at the risk of a war. Is that what he wanted?
It is a reasonable assumption.
Well, then we have to get a message to them
Right away.
as
can
soon as
go.
possible.
Let's see if there's...
I was the original messenger, and I still have pieces of parchment with his seal upon them. I can cancel this, and if I do quickly, it might happen before news of his death has reached you.
Time is of the essence in that sense. Lady Sophia, Patches, do you think that this is a good idea? I wonder if we need more intelligence about the contents of those letters first.
I should also warn you,
Oh boy.
I have delivered a letter to the Sapphire Eye as well. This was 1 year ago.
Do you know anything about its contents?
No. At the time, however, there was not an impetus to sow discontent in relation to you. You did not cross King Melge's radar until the time that you rescued Eloise from her assassination attempt.
Who received the letter when you delivered it?
It was the Countess Ware.
Hmm.
You'll have to speak to her then.
She is difficult to reach at times.
She is.
I just don't understand what King Melge would stand to gain by sowing discord between the other Seelie houses against House Gwydion. Surely he would unite them against some other common enemy, the Shadow Court.
We know that he has been plotting against High King David.
Yes, indeed. He told me as much.
With discord sown between houses and between freeholds and between kingdoms, it's possible everyone would blame him if he couldn't fix it.
The Duke cracks an eye.
Sex?
Jonas.
Duke Granville.
And he sits up and then, well, he tries to sit up and then just looks.
You're in the spark.
I was driving.
And
Jonas was driving. I don't remember anything.
what do you last feel you clearly remember?
Being summoned by Eloise. We were on our way. She asked us to arrive by car.
Jonas received a text message with a particular exit from that highway. There was an accident of some sort.
An accident.
A car accident. You were
Yes.
taken in by a vampire and its associates, servants, I don't know. You've been returned to Montreal, you've been healed,
Where is Jonas?
no longer with us.
Is he with them?
No.
We must rescue
He's-
him. And he tries to.
Please rest, Your Grace.
He's dead. He died, and as nice as he was, he's currently under suspicion of attempting to end your life.
Shit.
Had you heard news of our ownership shuffle here?
Ownership shuffle.
Briefly, Eloise had declared this freehold under ownership of someone else, but she changed her mind, it seems. She revoked ownership from him. So it's back to how it was.
Would you mind if I rested?
Please.
Not at all.
Rest. You need it.
We'll have Claude prepare a room.
Mm-hmm.
And He's
And some
already
food.
asleep.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, how
that's
sweet. Sir?
God damn it, Elizabeth.
Look, if you want to, I'm
Oh.
sure he's down.
I mean, he's asleep. He's
You
down.
could wake him up.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
Oh, dear God.
Ready.
All right, so
Touch my tra-la-la. My ding-dong.
Sir Zeron, I think it would be interesting if you would omit news of Granville's rescue upon your return to Heartslight.
Who knows?
Those of us
Us.
here. And Peter.
Peter knows. And Sizer knows.
Dr. Saley.
Dr. Sam.
Here meaning the spark.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah.
know
Okay.
who's around.
Yeah, that's true.
Who is this Peter?
He's a red cap.
I will go and secure his silence
How?
by asking him politely.
Thank you. An unlikely alliance may be in our future. That seems to be the running theme. Let's keep it up.
To keep the world safe, sometimes we need unlikely alliances, do we not?
I'm starting to agree. Unfortunately, our enemies do too.
He heads into the elevator.
It's seeming all too apparent now that Eloise was working with this particular coterie of vampires.
That's why they were at a
For what it's
doorstep.
worth, Zeron looks like he hasn't been in like a big long battle and all that. He looks like he's still as fresh as ever. Presses the door and then just it looks like we're going down together. I mean,
Getting off
together.
I mean, pushing each other's buttons. I
I'll just push the button for the stimulator. I mean, elevator.
Oh, Sir Zeron.
So he's gone.
All right.
All right.
So, we need to figure out where Eloise's sanity and plans and interests lies.
I don't even know where we would begin. The only person I can think of at that freehold who's sympathetic to us maybe is Alnek.
Worth
Would he turn against Duchess Eloise?
maybe not turn, but he might answer some questions.
I'll try to get in contact with him. I think I have his number.
I think we do.
I
There-
invited him to a party once.
The
Yeah.
Baroness Acanthea
I can't tell.
didn't seem to know anything about other creatures.
I don't trust her. We
What?
spoke to her about the vampires. We didn't speak to Duchess Eloise. What if she gave her information?
Yep.
Do you believe that the freehold at the Chateau Frontenac is threatened? That they are under the thumb? Or has she made an alliance with them for some reason?
I'm starting to think it's the latter.
What would you stand to gain by enlisting
Apparently
the
they
help of
weren't
monsters?
killing the changelings
They were
that were.
feeding off of them.
Yeah.
Well, that would be their reward. What would she gain from it?
That's what we have to find out.
They're powerful beings, is my understanding.
I also should say I have very little experience, but from what I understand, they are, or at least what I have gathered, they're solitary to a certain extent. So if there were some that were looking for revenge, there are unlikely to be others, or at least many others.
Hopefully you got all of them badges.
Who knows?
I'm going to try to get in touch with Alnek.
Fala is going to try to get some word on
The best in.
the Bestin.
I can go immediately.
Oh,
Oh, I thought she'd already gone.
No. She's
yes.
You asked her to
she was-
wait.
I
Oh,
did,
you're right,
I
we
did,
did.
and I was. She was waiting for my
Yeah.
thing. Yes, Vala, I think it would be good if you feel safe to do so.
Was Talus ever involved with what you were doing?
No.
She lying?
It's a good question. You should probably find out by rolling.
Let's find out.
Why?
The difficulty is 6.
2. Oh.
That would be really great.
Always lying.
I got 1 success.
No, she is not lying.
Hooray. Oh, now we got a wayfarer. I don't have to use dream travel anymore. Not that I ever have.
Let's do it. What the fuck are we waiting for?
That's another
She
thread for us
reaches
to chase.
into her robes, and then that smell of jasmine that accompanies her briefly gets a bit stronger, and then she blinks out of sight.
That's going to take some getting used to.
I know. But I believe that we can trust her. She's looking for something to...
She's a powerful asset.
Braum, if you can
We will keep her under our thumb.
forgive her for killing you, then I'm going to
It's true.
try.
It's true.
I did.
You seem pretty true for someone who got killed.
You really do.
Sometimes it takes going right to the cliff's edge to become a new person.
Wait a minute.
Is he what he did there?
Yeah, boy.
Does anyone else have anything that they want to do?
I mean, I want to ask like 1,000 questions. But
Yeah.
She's not there. You sent her away.
No, I just like general like. But why this? But why this?
I'm trying to figure out who I
trying
want
to see what
to
other
dreamwalk
threads.
into. Do I want to enter Fala's dream, or do I want to enter
She's not here.
do Granville's dreams?
That's a
So,
decent idea.
do we want to do that this time or next time? I feel like there's some info hidden somewhere, and we're gonna ferret it out.
Yeah.
I have 1 piece of dross and 1 glamour.
Fuck Jesus! All right, here we
Yeah.
go.
I got nada.
Maybe
and
we should
nada.
sleep on it
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
walk through people's dreams later.
Turn in and request to be woken upon Fallow's return or any other news.
Mm-hmm.
If that sounds good.
Yeah.
The elevator doors open, and Zister just strides out into the middle of the freehold, and he looks around, and there's you and you and you, and there's someone is carting the Duke away, probably Saley at this point. I don't do proclamations that often, so shut the fuck up. Everything they changed is not changed, and everything that was the way it was is still is. If anybody from House Island comes through these doors, they do so under a peace flag, otherwise they get shot out of a cannon. It goes double for Beaumain. Deal?
2 peace flags then.
I gotta go check my workshop.
Welcome back, sister.
What she said.
He walks up to Sophia and he goes up on his tiptoes and he gives just the slightest little old man kiss to like the base of her cheek. And then he blushes and then heads straight to his workshop.
Well, it's good to have him back.
It really is, isn't it? We still have a lot of work to do.
I'm gonna turn aside and quickly compose
Always.
a text to Zister, who is headed downstairs. I know
Okay.
something along the lines of. Jeez, this is gonna sound fucking weird by text. I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna follow him down.
Okay.
Never mind.
Alright,
like,
so Braum's
fuck
going
the
down
text.
for Zister.
Yep. Ding
What are
dong.
you doing?
I'm gonna get ready to sleep by the balefire.
Cool. What are you doing?
I'm going to send him a
I'm not.
text. I'll neck a text that says, Sorry we saw each other so briefly. If you are ever, with all caps, in Montreal, look me up.
Okay, your text is sent.
Okay.
What kind of phone does Sophia have?
A Samsung Galaxy, what do they have now, 8?
Yeah,
Like
that.
that's 8.
No reaver seed.
Oh.
Alright.
She's not. I guess she wouldn't quite be cutting edge. Apple. But
No,
What?
my PCs are Android.
It's good to have you back.
I know.
Well, then, all right. Let me tell you what I have to tell you.
Go ahead.
Someone tried to, succeeded in invading my mind. I know. What else is new? Sister, in this dreamscape, they brought me here. They tried to get me to get into the workshop and find the plans for the device. This person wanted them.
Did you give it to them?
No. However, I did try to get into the workshop. In my dreams, I used the code for the rocket. They have that. If you are using it for anything else, please change it if you can.
It's good of you to tell me. The next time somebody rolls around in your brain, just make sure they bring a mop. Get the clark swept out from all the corners. Thank you for keeping my secrets safe.
It was not much of a choice, if I'm being honest.
There's always a choice.
Yes, that's true.
Keypad. Let me in. And the door opens
Oh, okay.
up.
Damn it.
Good work. He heads into the workshop and it closes.
I'm sure we still have some talking to do, Zister. I say as I back out. I know he's gone.
Sophia?
Okay, so I've sent off the thing.
Mhm.
Did you come back upstairs?
I'm coming back upstairs.
When Braum arrives
Sure.
back upstairs, I want to go over to him. Braum,
Yes.
you said that someone was manipulating you using oneiromancy.
Yes.
You think it was King Melch?
It was either him or the old wizened boggin he had with him. I didn't catch his name.
I wonder if there's some way we can find him.
Although, actually, now that I think about it, the old wizened boggin was in fact just a disguise for King Melch. So the other, the decoy, that might have been... Yes.
That's what I'm wondering.
The right-hand man, as it were.
You may have killed King Melch, but not the oneiromancer.
It's certainly possible. Yeah, question, is King Melch known to have been an oneiromancer?
There's absolutely no way for anybody to have known that.
Okay, that's legit.
It's not exactly a kingly thing to do. So he would have hidden that information if he was an oneiromancer.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm wondering if it's kind of like walking on a beach and the tide's out
Yes.
and you leave some footprints before the tide comes in and washes them away. Maybe it's the same with dream walking.
You think he might have left some sort of residue in my mind?
Only temporarily, but if I can get in there, maybe we can find out a little more about what they were looking for.
All right. Better get in there, fam. What is this? No, I'm kidding. No, sorry. That's something my son says. Is it?
If nothing else, we can find out maybe who the oneiromancer was. Because if it's the Boggin, they clearly know too much and have to be taken care of. After I learn all those secrets.
Lady Sophia, I'm given to understand that you and Claude and Sir Zeron defended this place with your lives.
I mean, we did what anyone would do.
Maybe not anyone.
I hid in the garden. I didn't really do much.
Oh. Well. You told me that you had forced the Duchess Eloise to promise something to you to keep us safe.
Yes, but she just wanted to save her own skin.
I think you should give yourself some credit. There are many people who believe you to be, I don't know, a hero in the making, say.
Whether or not I'm a hero, that shouldn't change how I behave, right?
It does. But no, you're right, it shouldn't.
One thing that I liked about House Liam is what a lot of people don't like about House Liam. So surprising. They call them oathbreakers, but I don't set as much store by oaths as other people do.
What do you mean?
An oath is all fine and good. It binds you, forces you to behave a certain way, but what is the point of an oath if the intentions behind the oath are trash?
Right.
If someone is forced to serve a master that they don't like or respect, I believe they'll find a way to betray them without breaking the oath.
I see.
I've always believed that. So while I made that oath with Eloise, that does not mean I trust her. That does not mean we should trust her. And that's why I'm hesitant to trust Paula.
In my wildest dreams, there is a world where people only make oaths when they truly, sincerely believe them.
That sounds like a nice world.
It could be this one. I thought you were the dreamer.
In my world, people don't need oaths because they act and speak as they feel.
Is this heresy
This
right
is
now?
why
Like,
we're a circle.
am I fucking hearing this right now? That I'm like, Braum is processing what you're saying. Well, if you want to see if there's any tracks in my mind,
Footprints in your brain sand.
right? Just give me a moment. I have a couple of people I need to talk to.
Of course.
Claude and Kyoko. If it's cool, I'll be brief.
Sure. No, that's fine. So you are going to go find Claude or Kyoko first?
Claude.
What about you?
What time is it?
As in, what time is it now, or what time is it
In the game.
In the
universe?
game.
In the game, it's like 8 p.m.
I'm gonna see if dinner is being
Hit the
set
bar.
out. Hit the bar, and I need a sangria.
No.
Oh my gosh.
There is no dinner being set out. There is, however, or rather, there's no dinner being prepared, but there is dinner being set out. Pizza is just all over the bar.
Oh, all right. I will grab a slice of pizza and a drink.
And you're just gonna sit and eat your pizza and drink your drink?
Yeah, I just like some peace and quiet.
Bath.
For a second, I need another bath.
Claude.
How does he look?
I mean, he got healed.
So good?
When you see Claude, he's holding a glass that's clear. It's filled with clear liquid.
Claude.
Good evening, Braum.
Good evening to you. I understand you are to, at least in part, to thank for the defense of the Spark.
Yes, the usual, let's figure out what percentage you are responsible for fixing a fuck up like that we had around here. I understand.
It's not like that.
I believe you.
Does he? Okay.
Whittian's gifts work on Whittian, if you want to roll that.
It's not worth. That's not.
Do it.
Not worth.
Oh.
Not worth. Claude, I am given to understand that your breastplate saved your life.
Yes, it wouldn't be the first time.
I didn't know you didn't have it at the ready.
I left it at home.
It's an odd place for it. What is it defending there?
It is the last bastion in that place that I can retreat to without having to look upon my wife's face.
I didn't realize you had that kind of relationship. I'm sorry.
You'll remember. You were there when I killed her.
I have a couple questions. Do I remember this?
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
we'll
we're
look at it in a bonus
later.
session,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Yes, you do
Oh.
remember it now.
Okay, bonus. session.
His wife, who was a troll,
Mhm.
was betraying and trying to organize a revolt.
Within the red, within the red branch.
Not within the Red
Okay.
Branch, within society.
Ugh.
She was basically trying to rile up. After the Accordance War, there were a few small resurgences.
I bet, yeah.
She was trying to spearhead one, but it was determined that it was too risky to leave her alive because she had shown that she would do radical things.
Mm-hmm.
And Claude killed her chimerically and asked that she be placed under his care, never to be allowed to be re-enchanted again.
Right.
He does not love her any longer, but feels responsible.
So it is known that she is not
He doesn't talk
enchant-
about the fact that he's married. He
Okay.
doesn't wear a wedding ring. He considers themselves separated.
Right.
And he doesn't ever go home.
But the outcome of her, she's not a secret of his. Do you know what I mean? That's
yeah,
known
she's a
to-
secret of his.
Okay.
She's a secret of his in as much as that this happened a long time ago, and it's not really known that he's a Red Branch Knight anyways.
That's a good point.
It was just oh, weren't you married? And he's like, we're separated.
Yeah, I
And
guess
that's
whatever. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Of course. I just wanted to say that there's been many opportunities for us to be reunited, missions, quests. And I think very soon there's going to be a new self-styled Red Branch, if you will.
Just make sure to talk to Mac first, huh?
I think he and I need to have several conversations.
Look.
Good to have you.
I was waiting for you. Turns out I needed to wait for myself too.
I was this close to getting shot in the head.
I got shot several times today. But not in the head.
I think you win, though.
Somehow we managed to survive. No, you killed a king.
To be fair,
That shit's going to rain down on you, man.
I need to speak with someone about the political ramifications. Yes.
I'll see you later.
What's in the glass, Claude?
I thought I'd try something new. It's dihydrogen monoxide.
Sounds dangerous.
kills a lot of people every year.
I'll leave him with his dihydrogen monoxide.
Okay.
Patches is tossing and turning and can't find sleep.
Because she got shot in the sternum.
Ow.
Fuck. That'd be pretty bad. It's not even really a conversation. I want to go to Kyoko's room to spend the night if she's there. Yeah, I know.
Kyoko has arranged it so that in her bed there are ice packs, there is aloe, and she doesn't jump your bones, but she does spend quite a bit of time just making sure to massage out whatever she can in terms of stress.
That's so sweet.
And she tends to the burns on your body very carefully. And then she gives you a very gentle hand job once you sleep.
God damn it. Wow.
I think that counts as sex speed.
I'm writing it in. Oh no, it's not on the page.
Okay then.
Can't sleep.
Yeah. Quite a day.
Look. I only have one of these left. But I went and got it. I don't know where the others are, so don't ask me for them. And he hands you a clear plastic case with a chip in it. If anybody was going to be able to take this place back from those punk-ass fuckers, it was going to be you. With this. But you have to promise to install it tomorrow morning. You're going to need your energy in order to make sense of it.
Now it's become Christmas. No wonder I can't sleep.
You'll figure it out. You're smart. Try counting sheep. It doesn't work, but it's really amusing
Fala?
to the people who... Oh, shit.
Have to think on it.
Sophia?
Braum's kind of a sheep.
I mean,
Oh, man.
is everyone else going to sleep?
I think so. I think that's
All
the
right,
plan.
that's all. That's everything. That's it for my day.
So, I assume that you at some point would have to go back up to your penthouse to get clothing and stuff. Are you sleeping in front of the balefire?
I
and
want to
stuff
sleep
like
in
that?
front of the balefire. Yes.
Slumber party.
When you get up to your penthouse, incisors outside the door.
Hi.
This your place? Never understood why we didn't buy this place ourselves. Just like expand up here.
Somebody did buy the place. I got the call today. I was told I had 60 days before it wasn't mine anymore.
I'm scared.
What?
The underground, they know now.
I only know if he tells. He might not.
I haven't been scared like this since I was 12.
You're not alone.
I kind of am.
You're not, though. But just know that there are people here who will help you and fight for you.
Look, I'm not trying to be dramatic when I say that I might not have a lot of time left before I'm going to have to deal with this. And I'm not trying to be dramatic when I say that dealing with this might not go well. But I wanted to tell you, even if I'm scared, I don't regret doing what I did.
You could be talking about any number of things.
I don't regret checking to make sure you were okay.
I'm sorry that I blamed you for even a second for not being there. It wasn't your fault. I think I was scared because you weren't there. And when you're around, no matter how scary you are, I feel safe.
I'm here now. Be safe tonight.
You too.
For at least one night. I'll see you later.
See you.
She turns and she presses the button for the elevator.
Do you want to stay?
I want you to roll me your perception, empathy, and your specialty does apply.
Sweet. Jeez, Aragorn. Well, that made up for all the other rolls. That's 8 successes.
How many dice are you rolling?
I'm rolling a pool of 8, and I rolled 3 zeros.
That's a lot of. Oh boy.
Wait, do zeros double?
if your
if you have the
if your
specialty.
Oh,
specialty
specialty.
applies.
Right. I was like, what?
And what's your specialty?
I've been playing around.
Well, in perception,
Yeah.
it's insightful, and in empathy, it's desires.
Desires.
She takes 4 quick steps towards you. And I think it's appropriate to say that she hesitates. And you can feel this heat just radiating off her. And she wants nothing more than to just close that final centimeter of distance. But she can't. Because to do so would not be honorable. Unless you did it first.
That's unfortunate because I made a deal with myself that I wouldn't make the first move.
Oh, I think she made the move up to there.
It's basically the first move.
Okay, while she's there, I want to replicate what she did with the winter cast, but I want to do the opposite and cast the summer counterpart. So rather than suppressing emotions, you're like boosting them. Now I guess I'll roll for that.
You
and
don't have to roll.
Thank you. The like almost kiss. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to kiss you so bad.
You know what I'm able to offer. If you're looking for something long term, I can't guarantee that.
I don't even know if I have a long term. But I'm telling you that I want to kiss you so bad right
Fucking
now.
dark.
So she's gonna lean forward and kiss just the corner.
All right.
So,
So,
it's like a little in between.
3 things occur. 1, her knees turn to jelly for just a second. 2, she abruptly, not quite roughly, pushes Sophia so that her shoulders are now back against her door.
Shit.
And then she kisses you. And now, I think we can end the session there.
Sweet.
Hashtag Sophsizer.
Hashtag rip Glamour. After we finish, I'm like, okay, bye, baby. I gotta go sleep by the
Yo,
fire.
babe.
Babe,
Just
babe,
come down to the-
babe.
And then, you'll find out the Duke snuck in.
Oh no, I'm walking on Patches and the Duke.
No, I don't think
Walking
so.
on patches,
And
walking.
Braum
on
and
patches.
Kyoko.
Or one. It's just big
Oh.
balefire orgy.
You know, it's easier to do these sorts of things when you're
Okay.
not wearing a jacket,
Or pants.
but not necessarily better.
Hmm?
We have a bunch of questions to ask these people. We've managed to catch 3 sessions up now, finally. A bunch has changed. On my fancy corner, in just a moment.
John's Fancy Corner. I'm trying to imagine what the commercial for John's Fancy Corner would be, if there was one.
Oh, please. Claude took the soggy sandwiches and is now currently making a bread pudding out of them.
Oh,
Nice. I'm glad those soggy
Hold on.
sandwiches didn't go to waste.
although wasn't there like meat and veg in them?
Aragorn, was it
Oh, nasty.
everything you hoped for? I'm guessing not. Oh, good.
Yes. Sorry about the hashtag Hapascoot over here, guys.
Yeah,
I always just like, I just get really
We
like,
need to flip the thing.
it's just me. I get very like, oh my god, things are happening at the end of the session.
Yeah, so apparently Lo is
Oh,
sketching the Braum coin.
Oh my
And then
God.
Mr. B said he would print the Braum coin. So now everyone's losing their minds. And this is a new currency in Canada. I declare it now.
You're
What
rich.
is
You
the
have the
conversion
only.
rate of one
you-
Canadian dollar
it's
to one
extremely
Braum?
rare. So I mean,
Must be worth at least $50.
So,
Sparkly fuck ups.
what did you learn today? I'm going to go in order of your your full sessions. So we're going to start with Scott. And as we're doing that, I guess it's time for us to throw out today's play of the game vote now.
Oh,
Patches promises punishment as
Oh.
a parting shot. Fala's alright, Braum is alright, he just seems a little weird.
okay.
Do not mess with Sophia when she's inflamed. Even her well of life is prickly. That's vote 0, 1, or 2. Vote now.
We all had our
Scott.
hands on a prickly cactus.
I don't know. I think I learned to stand up to Sophia. It's a weird thing to learn,
How
but
dare you?
I did. You were like, "Get in the thing," and I was like, "Fuck you."
I know,
In my
it was
mind,
quite
anyway, it was good.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Incisor and Sophia wasn't a play of the game, I would assume, because it was Incisor who initiated it.
Well, technically, Sophia was the one who was like, you want to stay.
bing, 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 bing,
Bang.
bing.
I don't know, you've already got a few votes, so we'll see how that goes. Liz, what did you learn?
A lot of things. I guess that oaths. She still doesn't like oaths at all, very much. But
William! Oh man, I'm sorry.
I know, right?
So weird.
She
Got that
still
oathbreaker
doesn't like
cough.
oaths. But for now, they're the best that they can do. So it's going to have to do for now.
Kate?
I'm with the right group of people.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Patches.
I'll allow it.
And you know, if we're going to say that, I might as well just announce that today's play of the game goes to 2 people. We have a tie.
Ooh.
Nice.
It is Elizabeth Neale for Do Not Mess with Sophia When She's Inflamed, Even Her Well of Life is Prickly. But it is also Kate Hegemeyer for Patches Promises Punishment as a parting shot.
That's can we unpack that more? What you
What?
said before about what you learned?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The fact that everyone went through hell and back and came back, and that, like, you managed to turn Fala to our side. Sophia was able to actually accept that. Like, she totally didn't want any part of it and came around to it, and all the talk about oaths and, like, what you wish the world would be is where, like, sort of Patches is, because she doesn't believe in people swearing oaths that they actually don't want to be a
That's
part of.
fair.
So, like, she's in the middle, which is why she's like, fuck you and your stupid oath, stop bitching. Like, if she swears an oath, she fucking means it. Like, that's what it has to be.
Yeah.
She's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Press Q to Braum.
Ooh.
It's just the Reaper ult, but instead he goes Braum, 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 like this.
Spin the win.
I'm kidding.
So, you have a drink counter. You almost triggered it twice. It's going to be tough.
Okay, so I'm thinking, did anyone botch?
No,
No.
but I failed once. And
Yeah.
that definitely could have been a botch.
Yeah.
Did anyone else fail?
I feel like there was a second roll that was really bad. So maybe a botch, or maybe just fade to black, because they assumed that there was going to be some puke
Well,
going
he didn't
on.
actually say fade to black. It's
Exactly.
true.
And
But what
same
was the
thing with
second
him.
one? Oh, yeah. Very gentle hand job.
Oh, they didn't fade to black, by the
No,
way.
exactly.
We're starting with that scene
Oh,
when we start
Nice.
back up.
oh boy.
Nice.
Get your
So
shots
that's
ready.
possible.
Otherwise, is there anything else that we almost did twice that didn't happen?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like,
Yeah.
I would just take your guess.
Do you want to
Fade
go
to
with
black
botch?
or botch?
let's go with botch.
Oh, let's go with fade to black.
Fade to black? Fade to
Yeah.
black. Anytime we fade to black,
Slash have sex.
flash have sex. Yeah.
We're going to
Full-
fade into
full
fade
tier-
to black.
No.
The
Oh,
answer
wow.
is no. I'm not going to guess,
Okay.
and we're going to save it, and we'll see if it'll come up next.
Damn it! Just
okay.
However,
go
I'm
by.
going to just ask to make sure you were reasonably certain that it would occur today, because if you're like, it might not happen next time, pick another one. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
if it could potentially, all right, so then it'll go on
Okay.
next time. And here's the thing,
Yay.
because you didn't trigger it this time, to next session, if it does come up and you successfully guess it, you'll get 2.
Ooh.
So yeah, we have some things to look forward to. Whether or not it's going to be a bonus session, or whether it's going to be on RPGclinic.com's forums, we might see how some of this night plays out for some of you.
Damn.
We'll see. I have a feeling like I want to start encouraging some traffic towards that
Yeah.
site.
Yeah,
why
I
you
miss
should go to that
John's
site?
writing. It's so great.
Because that site is the one place where you can read the synopses for every fucking episode.
And Exalt Witch.
And there's a forum for you guys to talk about the show, and theorize and write your own content if you want. There's fan art,
Fan
which
art.
is awesome.
It is really badass.
And there's NPC pages, and you guys can edit them.
Yeah, we
you-
actually need you guys to edit them. That was part of the
Please.
deal.
Yeah.
Because
Thanks,
we don't
guys.
have time to edit all of it. So if you guys want to throw information up there about the various NPCs, do so. Because I think it'll be interesting to have a look. What are methods up to this time around?
Nada.
Nothing, guys. I'm gonna have to call a rain check for tomorrow, but it is up for a steel stream, followed by possibly Kaylin in the evening. We're gonna
yeah.
stay tuned to Twitter, but
We'll see.
yeah.
How about you?
Thursday, I will be doing more catch-up Kate. Most likely Rayman Raving Rabbids. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle continued. Otherwise, stay tuned to the Twitter for full details.
Friday, we are back to Punchy. Now, which game? Interesting
Ooh.
question. It might be Stabadry, but it might also be demoing that mod that Dev Ashley Grace,
Ooh.
aka Creative Chameleon, made specifically for Skyrim Punchy.
Nice.
So, fingers crossed that that'll be happening.
You can look for me on Wednesday. You can also potentially look for me for other times. I'm not currently on contract, so I have the time. But we will see, of course. Gotta thank Rocky for that donation. A donation that is very much appreciated alongside, of course, Kaiser Omnic. And we even got a follower from Marshall Goten. I don't know if you're still here, but hey, what's up?
Hey.
I have to throw a special thanks out for a triple length recapped from Captain Daff. That's pretty baller. Other assistance, some of it behind the scenes, from Aragorn. And of course, to all of you. Hey, 700 followers. Look,
Hey.
I'm happy to have 700 followers. I'm happier still for the ones who decided to be here tonight. And for those who choose to check our VODs, available on YouTube, rpgclinic.com. Thank you for putting
you.
up with the fact that I've been playing this game too fucking much this past week.
Yeah.
Too much? Just enough.
Just
Ooh,
enough.
definitely enough.
We will be seeing you next time. Up and to the right.
Bye.
Bye.